I'm very crunchy.
I haven't actually been able to kind of figure out what the mic settings will be for the current things. So, yes. Because the sound is not as good here. Hello, Jelly.
Hello.
Sound is like it's on a call.
Well, I'm not very close to the mic yet. I'm eating, so.
Yeah, he's a little further away. I should sound okay, I think. He's eating very crunchy pizza.
Mm-hmm. Got the crazy crunch.
Sounded okay when I did some tests, but it was kind of a pretty drastic change for a little bit. Do I sound okay? Yeah, actually, yeah. So the pre-roll is broken. Like that's why we got this. This is to let you know it's a pre-roll, but it's because that's on a different computer. I can't like actually use it. Mike should. I see what you're doing. No, so that's what I got there. Put it over. See, now that you can't see anything good they're saying. I forgot I didn't have a pre-roll like 30 seconds ago. So. I forgot I gotta shut those windows. I was like, wait, I hear noise.
Then I can't see the people, like the birds chirping and the people walking the dogs.
You're gonna see dirt, he's not gonna say that.
You're correct.
All right. Adapt, improvise, overcome. Essentially, this is very improvised. All right. Sure. Let me see here. Okay. Hello. We're in a different spot for a little while. Oh, I gotta move these screens so I can see you guys. Hello. I don't know where I'm gonna put my. I can just use my coast or my what do you call it? What is that thing called? Mouse pad. That's what that's called. Okay, there we go. Hello, Jelly. We are upstairs right now. It's downstairs, so very little bit different. I don't know how the light's going to be as night goes on because there's really I don't have any lights set up, so we'll see. But I'll adjust if I need. Anyways, hello. Let's apologize for audio and whatever. We've had a interesting week with some issues in the basement, so we're in a different spot for a little while. But I want to catch up on actually getting some stun and having a little bit of normality. So
it's actually way better. There's more horses in this room.
There is. Well, actually, there's something. No, it's behind you. You're blocking the horses.
I'm hoarding the horses. It's different.
I don't like you wording it that way.
Hoarding horses.
Hoarding horses. Okay, now it is my. Yeah, that's. It's good. I think you're using. Oh, that's fine. Okay. You.
Make technical difficulties. Make adjustments. There you go. Okay. Wonderful.
That's a bit better.
Yeah. No, would you eat it? No, course.
Is this the rum safe? No. No, we're upstairs. This is the opposite. But cheers on the theater.
So how do you like the new setup, guys? Pretty sweet, huh?
It's very temporary. Well, okay.
Got a plant right here.
It's
kind of.
Oh, I got to post on. I think I posted. Yeah. It's temporary, but I don't know for how long. So I'll figure hopefully know more later. So anyway,
your booze is in the way of my friends. My friends, where you go?
Is that better? Yes. I just don't want to hit it myself. I usually don't need much mouse. Anyway, what were we doing on this? There's derpies.
It's very good derpies.
There's derpies.
Yes.
The dark
important derpies.
Look at this one. It's just the blend of the background. That's
shadow derpies.
The dark derpies.
The basement derpies.
And that was done.
She's afraid of the basement derpies.
Is she clipping here?
A little bit, but you can't tell.
No, you can, because it's a perfectly flat line, which to me says clipping. I need to move her back a little, because I don't want people thinking like she's just squishing her eye up against the edge of the trash can. It is derpy.
Hey, old Silver, you digging the new setup? I'm digging it.
Nice thing about natural light is it's a little easier to work with, but as sun's going to go down, and then it's just going to be a little darker.
Good.
So I'll justify it.
It can't give us cancer no more.
But I probably could do that a little bit. But anyway, can't give us cancer. I was actually outside for a bit today. Like,
what did you do that for?
Vitamin A? No, I was shoveling dirt, cleaning out twigs.
Digs holes now.
No, we want to get all the mulch replaced out front, and so like I just wanted to move, so I shovel a lot of old mulch.
Fun. Did you use a snow shovel?
No, I bought a shovel.
Ooh,
a snow shovel with dirt. Oh my god!
I was like,
collapse.
How did you do it?
So our mulch was super, super thick, like bulging, and I figured out there was some like tree trunk or a bush trunk. I don't know.
Root?
It was so close to the house, it had to have been like a bush or something, but it was something really thick, and I had to chop it up. And so that was why they just bulged it up, because they're like, yeah, I don't want to deal with it. And so they have a ton of dirt to move just to get it to mulch territory. God, it's so much work.
This plant here has been growing for years, and it's finally gotten to a very luscious, beautiful green. It took them years. Botanists.
Yeah, we're actually this is kind of a throwback. We're actually in the living room.
Yes.
This is actually where I work. Like, I do my work from home stuff. But yeah, I got a plant, got some other books and stuff over there. There's some horses back there. The kitchen's right there. It's an open room, so that's why with wood
I like
floor.
how your book of Nikola Tesla is right next to your My Little Pony fan fiction.
No, it's by size.
Yeah. But it still ended up with your book about Tesla and Carl Sagan right next to My Little Pony.
Yeah, but I'm going by... It's the smallest book to the biggest book.
The biggest books are pony books because they're the best books.
No, it's because people that write fanfics don't know how to stop writing.
I don't want them to stop. I love it.
Oh yeah, we did the sneaky derps. Tiny derps.
Actually, M.A. Larson's book is the biggest book, but that makes sense.
What? Look at the derpies.
They're scared. Like, oh no, did I or mean? They want to take our muffins.
I can't remember. I think we had one more shot to do with that.
Electricity is magic.
I have to remember what our intent was. Is it? Okay, yeah, it does work good. Okay, I have no idea how loud some of this is going to be, so you're going to have to let me know. I'm pulling profiles from a different computer, and all the things that are balanced aren't balanced, so let me know if things are too loud. No, that Tesla book, though. It's not about the company, it's the man.
I would hope so, yeah.
It's not an autobiography, it's biography, and it's actually very interesting.
Yeah, he goes crazy in the end.
Kind of. He just feeds pigeons.
Yeah, and he has that obsession with the number 3, I think.
I don't remember anything about that, but
Like he had to step in and out of his office like 3 times. And...
He went crazy, but it was because he was actually like a pretty cool guy and a nice guy, and he got screwed at every turn.
He did, but he kind of did to himself.
Well, he should have been the richest man in the world.
He should have been.
But easily.
He gave away all of his patents.
No, one.
Yeah.
For electricity.
Yeah.
And then that company went under.
He didn't enforce his patents on like radio design either.
Not really. The only reason he survived later on was he just started selling all his patents. It was the only way to work just in general. But okay, I can remember. I can't remember if we had to have the guy coming in at this shot.
Somber's got nothing on Exploding Colon, or more popularly known as Short Skirts and Explosions. That guy can write.
Okay, so yeah, that is the intent. Is I want to have some kind of a reveal here.
Edison did him dirty. A lot of people did him dirty. Edison's just the most noteworthy person who did him dirty.
Edison did him dirty, but he wasn't. There was other people that had good intentions, but in the end, they did him dirty too. Westinghouse. The Westinghouse helped him out a ton, but then Tesla sold his right to the patent for electricity, not in general, but the electricity we all use, and where Tesla would have gotten a cut of every bit of electricity went through everybody's house. That is an immense amount of money. Yeah. Sold to Westinghouse to help him out through like some financial problems they have. It helped, and they still collapsed. So
something seems different. I don't know what you're talking about.
Michael dyed his hair.
Dyed it gray. I'm actually a beautiful, beautiful light brown hair. This is just an illusion. It's like Mare. She's normally pink, but she dyes it.
I can't remember what our original intent was, but I really want to make Angry Derpy eating pizza.
Well, you already have Angry Derpy.
No, like growling at, like, stay away from my pizza.
I like the idea of after the Jedi show up, that she gets even more into, like, my pizza.
No, like, well, they've already showed up. No,
yes,
they're already there. So it's in the scared bit.
Yeah, in the scared bit, you could have her even getting more aggressive with the pizza.
No, like I don't want her like getting aggressive. I want her looking over like everybody else is, but growling. But just like how do you pizza? But, like pizza over her arms.
That would make an aggressive Derpy.
Yes.
Derpies aren't aggressive.
Okay, so somebody goes to steal her muffin.
She'll cry, and then you'll feel bad.
I think I didn't realize you changed the SFM layout. Yeah, a little bit. This setup only works right now for SFM. It's not going to work for gaming. Well, for low-end gaming, because before I had 2 computers that were doing the stuff. Now it's temporarily all on one.
There'll be a lot of Barotrauma nights.
Played Up is really easy too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of games out there that are pretty simple.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Also, Tesla also invented the first RC, and it was an RC boat with a radio signal that was just a rudder. He drove it around Central Park Lake. If I remember right, that is also the first instance of somebody utilizing a programming language. Before then,
real simple.
Like he actually, yeah. I mean, he had to kind of, because you can't write a programming language without a base for that language to interpret it. But it was the first use of like using machine code as a programming language to actually program movements into a device, and which I believe was the RC boat. Which, yes, that one is. I mean, that RC boat alone has like 100 things that are super cool about it. Not because it was an RC boat, but because it was like 1905 or something.
Yeah, and he's just got that thing in freaking lake in Central Park, and people had to have been gawking.
It was
holy crap! What is that?
The World Fair.
Yeah,
that was his big thing.
Well, I remember when Westinghouse got the contract to light the World Fair, Edison, being Edison, decided to that they couldn't use his copyright on light bulbs. How he had a copyright on how the twist bulbs, you know how the old ones, and a lot of them still do. They twist into place, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was Edison's patent. He invented that. So Tesla had to create his own way of setting light bulbs in. And have you ever had that thing where you put the light bulb in, and there's kind of a spring, and then you turn it and it latches into place?
Mm-hmm.
That was Tesla.
Oh.
He invented it because he had to, because he wasn't allowed to use Edison's patent for his light bulbs at the World's Fair.
Yeah,
and I think
still do the World Fair? I think that's done.
I mean, it's kind of redundant. At this point.
Now there's like a ton of different places to go to get that kind of information. The World Fair was essentially like E3 and
that's
Computex, and it was like everything all rolled into one, which is cool. But it was also because International was new.
It was showing off new tech, but now there's so much new tech all the time that everything has its own little convention. There's the car convention. There's like the electronics convention. E3.
E3's been canceled.
Really?
Like, I think going forward because like during COVID they kind of canceled stuff, but now all the big names that even before that were starting to pull out, but they're just doing their own thing.
Well, yeah, I know Valve pulled out years ago.
Yeah, because they do their own presentation.
Has their own.
Microsoft does their own presentation. Everybody does their own presentation, and all the booths. If you were a general person that went to those places, you couldn't get in to see anything because all the stuff was locked behind for media to see. So everybody's like saying, "Screw it."
I think Valve was the first one to really start moving away.
Oh no, there was a ton within just a couple years.
For a while.
But BlizzCon became a convention more than some of the others were just an event to present. But also, it's easier to have your news brought to the forefront if you're the only one presenting in that weekend.
Yeah,
or fewer. But if everybody's doing it at once, you're just drawn amongst all the rest. No, it makes sense.
It does,
but it also sucks because E3 sounded like it could have been fun. But
if you're media,
yeah, that's the problem.
It's probably difficult to get a ticket, and then you get in there, and you basically just get to gawk at a distance.
Everything has a price.
Yeah.
Tesla was so cool and was in love with a pigeon. Yeah, well, okay, that was late Tesla. Late Tesla was a little weird.
Late Tesla, well, he was always a little weird, but as he got older, he got even more and more weird. Like he would never shake anybody's hands. Like even when he met the president at the time, he went to shake his hand, and Tesla refused to shake his hand because he didn't like germs.
What I think I find fascinating is there's all this like information and like floating around about all the stuff about Tesla, but it's all hearsay for the most part. But like where he had a bunch of blueprints and information about creating different devices that, and I know for the one part of it that's true, is the government seized all of his assets afterwards, and then they went to send it back to his home country. Mm-hmm. And I know that there's a museum for Tesla, I think in Romania. I think that's his home country. But the government kept some stuff, and they never released it. Like they never said anything about it because apparently he had like invented a death ray and all this other stuff. But I'm pretty sure most of the stuff he invented then, we've kind of found a way to now. He was way ahead of its time. Maybe he invented something really fancy, but the chances of only him figuring that out like that, all these things, I think it's slim now.
I know there's that tower he tried to build that was built to collect static electricity in the air.
Oh no, it was meant to provide wireless power.
Well, they're talking about the Tesla coil.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there was the
which
tower.
Is a thing. Well, the tower was built to collect the static energy in the upper atmosphere. The stuff that makes lightning, he's collecting it slowly.
I don't think so.
But it burned down.
No.
Didn't it burn down? Nope. I'm pretty sure it burned down. I am almost certain it burned down.
Because I know it was like Wycliffe or something. Yeah, Wardenclyffe.
Yeah, it burned down.
It didn't burn down. They went to go turn it into an apartment complex, and then a bunch of people... maybe part of it, but it was going to be turned into an apartment. And then somebody said, hey, if I can raise this much money, and then the government puts in this much money, what if we made a museum? And they actually raised enough money. It was like $3 million.
What was this tower that burnt down?
I don't know. This is the wording that
type in Tesla tower burnt down.
No, because then you're just making up information. It's false news.
There was definitely a tower of his that burnt down.
No, but I believe this was for really experimental wireless transmission station. Yeah. So it wasn't about collecting anything.
Yeah. The thing I'm talking about burnt down.
Neat.
We gotta look up your thing.
No, I looked at my thing because I wanted to make sure I was right. And then I just didn't care about the rest.
Hello, Peak.
What's up, Peak? The world of tomorrow, in the year 1980s, man, will have colonized the moon. People will be commuting to work via rocket backpacks. Okay, not colonize the moon. We did go to the moon. Most sci-fi is always... They assume that our level of progression is always going to keep going forward, but things progress until it hits the peak of profitability and then it stops.
Well, you got to think in like the 1960s and 70s and 50s to some degree. It was very much bootstrap space exploration. It's like, we're going to stick this rocket on you and we're going to send you into space. You'll probably die, but you might not.
No, there was a ton of money in investment. If we kept that kind of investment, holy crap, we would be colonizing Mars. Like, because in like less than a decade, we went from barely anything to on the moon.
Yes, but we set a lot of people on fire and monkeys along the way.
It is collateral.
And I'm sure any scientist or astronaut today, if they saw the Apollo rocket that took man to the moon for the first time, they look at it and be like, "This is a death trap. This will kill us."
So who made the circuitry here? They're like, it was Susan. She sewed it together.
Yes,
for real.
Yes,
with each transistor one by one, which is amazing and like an amazing story to hear about, because like hiring somebody to literally sew your transistors together,
yes,
but at the same time is terrifying. Well, if anything, actually, I would probably trust that more. Somebody that has an attention to detail can see each individual bed. Now things go up and you're just like, we'll run it through some tests that are automated.
I've been building electronics with my bare hands for 15 years, and I will tell you straight up, no person can do that better than a machine. The machine will always do that 100% better.
Only double?
Only double?
Yeah, you said 100% better.
Yes, only double. 110%, honestly.
No, that's double plus 10%.
Yes.
Same good for electronics.
No, like
Why does the audio keep cutting out? Like a couple milliseconds, 30 seconds. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, we're in very new territory on some of this stuff, and some of the hiccups that I've had before is I don't have to work off of right now. So there might be some issues, and we're gonna have to roll with it for now. I can maybe try to watch it later. Yeah. Wait, no, I'm not even recording this. I can't. Anyway,
you're not recording this?
I can't. That's 3 streams. I can't do that.
Yeah.
The current setup, because I still need my graphics card.
But no, they were definitely back in those days. They were part astronaut, part stuntman who was going to do the jumping across the Grand Canyon on an untested bike. They knew there was a high probability of death every time they attempted a launch. Now it's like they can't let people die, because if NASA has a rocket explode, they lose funding. And people start asking why they even bother funding all this stuff if it's just going to explode.
Well, before it was trial and error was the only way to get it done.
Yeah.
Because the best way to learn and learn fast is to blow things up.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
It does. Does Michael have a more comfortable chair? At least no. This is the chair I used to sit in before we moved here. But the bonus is he has to sit in it now too.
I am sitting in one as well.
So his butt can hurt at the end of 3 hours. Mm-hmm. You're a stuntman narrating. You're good. You're jumping over. It's like, all right, here we go. Zoom. We're going to jump over the Grand Canyon. We are. It's like vroom, 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 the 1950s man with my little dirt bike. Vroom, vroom, vroom. And then here I go. Woo, I'm making it. I'm jumping over the Grand Canyon. Probably should have picked a smaller space. Just thought I'd jump over the whole freaking thing. Not working. Oh, no. The ground's coming up pretty fast. Was that an antelope? Oh, I've crashed into the antelope. It's dead, and my bones are all broken. okay, no, this was a terrible idea.
Yes, it was, Nolan. It was.
Back to you. Back to you, Nolan.
You jumped off my cliff and you're alive.
Yes, I hit the antelope. He cushioned my fall. Not enough not to break all my bones, but he's quite dead. I don't know what an antelope was doing in the Grand Canyon. Not exactly native to the area. But, yeah, no, that thing's dead. I am hurt.
All right, so this Derpy is munching away on that pizza.
Pizza.
Look at her. Look at her.
You got that pizza.
She's going at it. I need to provide enough information to know that it is Pizza Derp.
The pizza's not enough.
The chairs there are empty, which
we should have derpies in them, at least swaying back and forth. Like,
no, they would be looking. But we know where she's sitting at the table. We've never really shown it in full context.
Why don't you just do it at the angle from her face side? It seems like a weird angle, yeah.
Because I want her to turn to look at the camera.
Oh,
like everybody else.
I wouldn't even think she would look. She would just be focused on her pizza.
She's going to turn and her arms are going to go in around the pizza. She's going to growl.
But would she even look at the pizza or just put her arms around the pizza and then go even faster?
No, she's going to look with side eye. Like she's dead.
Yeah, she shouldn't turn away from her pizza.
No, she's going to turn and she's going to maybe have like a little pizza hanging out or something. We'll figure it out.
No Jedi will try to steal her pizza.
I sort of got it set up audios way better than at the start. Okay, yeah. Well, at the start, Michael was further from the mic.
Yes, because I was eating.
Yeah,
pizza.
And downstairs we have carpet. Since it's wood in here, there's a lot more of an echo. So, and I can't do much about that. So, I don't even have any music playing. I was gonna get that figured out. That usually helps too. If you have music playing, you can hide the fact that things kind of sound like crap. Let's go like
music. Yay.
Probably. Because that's kind of the gray area music.
Like that one with ponies.
Pony music is gray area to me because it's somebody made it, but they usually don't care if you play it as much. But you know what?
You redeemed Stupid Face. But I'm guessing you wanted to do a voice thing instead of Stupid Face. Okay, now you've done both.
No, that's the Silver. The other one was
Silver.
Also Silver.
Yeah,
no, Silver didn't say. Oh, Michael's
the music now.
You redeemed the wrong one.
Do you believe in derps after derp? I can feel something in derpy saying, you derp a derp derp, don't derp enough, no. Do you believe in derps after derp? I'm asking you a question.
I'm ignoring. Okay, that's a little loud.
Did you get the music started yet?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Okay.
No, you knew something?
I was filling in the gap.
Well, we can give you a Stupid Face, Silver. What do you want a horse? Is like what's a horse? Do you want like Mercy Pone? Do you want we did Derpy Mercy. Where is Derpy Mercy?
Derpsy.
There's gotta be like one of these shots.
She's somewhere. Chicken butt. You didn't bring chicken upstairs.
You want Mercy Pone dead?
What?
If Silver plays DPS.
What? But Mercy Pone is nice. Is a nice pony. Why are you angry?
Why is
they buff Mercy with the latest patch? Well, maybe you should just learn to play Mercy, and then you wouldn't be so angry at Mercy Pone.
A nice picture.
I think
I went to go put Mercy.
Get good, Silver.
I actually wrote Derpy.
I'm sorry. I'm speaking out of anger because you want to hurt Mercy Pone, but get good.
Oh, it's Flutter Mercy. Yes.
When you say dead, do you mean sleeping comfortably in a bed?
Dead. New season, a new hero released today. Let me guess. New hero is overpowered and everybody wants to play.
Yes, and if you want to unlock it immediately, you have to pay the big bucks. Go on her. No. Well, can't you just get Mercy and have her be dead? That'd probably make Silver happy. I'm gonna meet Mercy Pone.
We'd have Mercy Pone be murdered by Mercy.
Can't we have it the other way around?
Actually, everyone hates him so far. That's
they'll fix
surprising,
it
actually.
until it's. They'll fix it until it's OP.
Okay, there we go. We got Mercy.
She need hug.
She's gonna get hug.
Go give her some pizza.
She's gonna get a big hug.
I like this poem. It's a cute poem.
I have an idea. That is. When did we start this video? January 31st.
Jedi Derpy killing Mercy Bone. Why can't Silver? Why can't you say like Jedi? Excuse me. Jedi Derpy like giving a stern talking to the Mercy
Just
Bone.
angry today.
She's just angry today. Take it out on cute ponies. That's
Okay, good. It was like, what? As being loud. Adam only has one volume.
He does. Just below screaming.
I still remember that sketch from Chappelle Show. Well, it was like, could you stop yelling at me? I'm not yelling. This is just how I talk. I think it was
Madness.
Chappelle playing John Adams, the beer guy.
Yes.
Yeah, it was actually, I think it was the first skit they did on episode 1.
Yeah.
I remember right.
Before he like
Why is this taking over?
disappeared from the show and Eddie Murphy's brother took over for a bit.
I'm talking about episode 1 of season 1, and you're talking about season 3.
Yeah.
You're like, and then literally you skipped everything.
I skipped it all. Metal Scream or Hurting Mercy Pone is fun. No, you choose. I would prefer Metal Scream instead of Metal. I got Metal Scream like that. It's like Death Metal Scream.
No, that was something else completely.
That was
Are you starting a car?
noises. Yes. That's what death metal is. It's just car noises.
I don't even know if I have the compressor set up on this correctly, or if that's just like muffles. Mermaid murder.
Mermaid murder.
Murder.
Awaken. I love that song.
The show.
Take the lives.
Everything
That
was
must be
great.
taken. Awaken. That was the first mod I ever did to a video game. Was the Left 4 Dead 2? The part where you're like on stage and there's metal music playing. The first time I ever modified a video game was to replace the song with Awaken from Metalocalypse or Deathlock.
That's a good choice.
Yes. Because killing a bunch of zombies to that song was
What was the
very
name
appealing.
of the band that really did it? From there, I thought it was something to do with horses.
Really did what? The actual band that went on tour? I thought they called themselves Death Clock.
No. In Left 4 Dead.
Oh, I don't. Something Riders. Midnight Riders?
Yes, Midnight Riders. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so there we got.
Oh, look at their boob and snoots.
Oh, she's going to attack. Oh no! Wait, why does she have us like? Oh, okay, she's trying to be all cute.
She's cute. She got her lightsaber. She's gonna fight.
Oh,
She's gonna destroy Silver. Because Silver can't beat Mercy, and that's why she's so angry. It's because Mercy's awesome now because he's a poem.
And then wait, Mercy's being all happy.
Yeah, she's very happy.
Okay, is she happy, Michael?
She's a happy horse. Look at her. She's like, I got boops. No, they're sad.
Because she's gonna get hit in the face. So now you know how she's like, girl, hit me in the face.
What's the point in your face?
Like, it's not my choice. Lyra's. No.
It'd be nice.
Oh yeah, wait, but you don't want Lyra.
No, she wanted Derpy, which is a good choice. Can't fault the choice.
If you're looking for murder,
no,
go with Derpy.
No, Derpy murder. She's a good poem.
Yeah, maybe it was a good murder. It was a high quality murder.
That's how I want to die.
She's like,
Jedi Derpies.
She's taking.
No, it's Dak.
I'm like, okay, this car. I think that's one of the first things we did. Okay, that's actually it has to be up.
No, that's what you should do. You should do what you do to me, but to Silver. You should have the Mercy poem being like, you don't like me no more, and she's all sad, and it makes Silver sad because she hurt a cute pony's feelings.
Wait, Silver's angry, so like any attempt to make Silver sad is just gonna make her more angry.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't been angry in like 5 years, so.
Okay, there. So, oh wait, no, it's not Small Child. There we go. Okay, so Derpy's going at.
I'm pretty sure
I forgot what this was actually.
I think it was supposed to be somebody, but that's the closest we could get.
I
think it's.
I'm super confused as to some of this stuff.
Just pet.
Well,
is she pets?
I remember the lightsabers because the whole idea for this video came from this stream. So,
yes.
She's doing that.
Oh, that's right. It was supposed to be a space marine.
Yes, it was a space marine. Yes.
Yeah, it was it.
Oh yeah, but
Derpy, she fell over.
She got tired.
Mercy won. I'm sorry, Silver. Mercy wins again because she's so OP now. Oh, she gets tired. She take a nap. Who knows it just. Why do you even have that?
I needed it for a fanfic thing.
Gross. Wait, why did she spill her Kool-Aid? There's a lot of Kool-Aid.
It's
Wait, is Derpy dead too? Why is Derpy dead?
No.
She's just gonna take a nap.
Well, I have it on one repeat, don't I? Yeah, I do. Okay, we're gonna change.
Have more than one song the whole stream.
I
like that open.
I often listen to the same song on repeat, so it's almost always set to one song.
Sorry, if you guys see me like look out the window, it's because I see squirrels. There's squirrels out there. I look over there just because there's squirrels. It seems like there's less squirrels now. If they don't have to hang around the houses so much because they're not cold anymore.
Okay, Michael. There we go. So she's trying to go Super Saiyan. Bad Mercy. Okay.
Super Saiyan.
He's going look at one of her cool moves. She's gonna do so good.
She's so good.
It says no, she's undefeatable.
Gonna beat that
but she does get really tired. So she's like, she claims victory. And she's like, boom, and she's down.
They both went to sleep.
But oh no.
Then she spilled her juice.
This
is like she had tomato juice in her pockets, and now it's like spilling out.
This is a really weird, like scene to play while the MLP theme is playing.
I don't see why. She just spilled her juice.
Yeah, this is a good sign for this.
I spilled my juice, all my juice. It is on the floor now.
She's dead. She's ran out of juice.
She can get more juice from the juice store.
The original idea came up when I bought the requester tree. Yeah, I know the original idea came up from this one. I remember it was to the right, but oh yeah, that was just she was doing like the hey thing, like back and forth. But I knew that this was in the same shot.
Oh no, Jesus, I forgot about that. It's so good. He's giving boobs. He's like, oh no, I'm adorable.
I don't like that positioning. There we go.
Sure, all over. She get boobs.
Yeah, boobs. Oh, look at the nose is moving.
She get boobs.
Oh, look at it moving, Michael. You see the wiggles?
Yes.
Look at the wiggles.
Boobs. Love it. Why didn't you make a video about that? Getting boobs. Oh, look at that. Look at that little horse. The cute little horse nose. See, this is what people really want. Cute little horses. Oh, look at your nose. She's like, oh, I'm adorable and I know it. Alright, well, with Scott creeping. No, he's doing stupid face. Then he got distracted by the adorable
I was doing a stupid face for Silver. So
what's the derpy in the corner?
She wanted Mercy murdered.
I see a derpy in the far corner. I want to know what's up with her.
one?
No, that's not derpy.
Down?
No, other.
Down?
Yes, that derpy.
I think this
she's
was
yelling
one at the very beginning, and we just said that she was. Oh,
she pops out of existence,
and then just. Oh no,
she disappeared.
Where'd you go?
She's gone under the ground. She's escaping.
It's right there, Derpy. But you have went into the back rooms. Well, anyway, all right. Back to the other thing.
The other thing, there's more.
Oh, the pew pew. Pew pew.
Are you happy now, Silver? The Mercy Potion, she spilled all of her juice.
All of it.
And she's gonna have to go to the juice store to get more.
Hold on, let's figure out how much juice she spilled.
Some screws. Like how somebody
an average horse has 12 gallons of juice.
That's a lot of juice. Now that's on your search history. That's you're on somebody's list. Why does this man want to know how much blood is in a horse?
I'm not asking how many people have.
Yes, but that would be less creepy because that's more curiosity about like your own biology. Now you're just like, how much blood can I get from a horse?
I thought, like it was like how much blood is in Brad Pitt. Like,
yeah, that'd be a little creepier.
Like, yeah, it's specific to names.
Another voice impression. Mercy Pone during the intense battle against Jedi Derpy. Well, they're going, but I imagine it went something like, hoo ha, I'm gonna get your juice, and she was like, boo boo, hoo ha, zing zang. No, you can't have my juice. This is my juice. I bought that juice at the juice store, and it's like, boo ha, zing, boo bing, bada boom, and then she's like, oh no, you made me spill my juice, and now I'm sad, and it's like, are you tired? And she's like, yes, I'm tired, and then they took naps.
Go to sleep we must.
Yes.
Well, your voice impression, you're supposed to do an impersonation, but instead you just say, yeah, you basically speak in the third person.
No,
Did you not hear him go hoo-hee hoo-ha?
I did.
Bing bang.
Bing bang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for a walk around the neighborhood and then probably hit up the DQ. Anybody want anything?
No.
Yeah, if you want to give me the same thing, you can put some strawberries.
Okay, sounds good. If they have strawberries, what about like cherries?
They have strawberries.
Okay, great.
If they don't, then just none. Yeah, I like the idea of, all right, I'm going to go out, get some fresh air, get some exercise. Oh, and then I'm going to eat a bunch of ice cream. Yes. I'm okay with that. I did a lot of work today.
I did a lot of work today too, but I don't like sweets that much.
I like cheesecake and ice cream. That's what that is.
Like if I have to eat, you know what I like? sweet wise, like gummy candies, fruity gummy candies.
Horses?
Horses are very sweet. I like them.
But gummy candies are number one, apparently.
No,
You just said that.
You don't eat horses. It's not. It's rude.
We just checked. There's at least 12 gallons of juice.
There's a lot of juice in horses. Adam is gone now. He's gone to get walkies and ice cream.
I do need to get my...
Because we are very close to a Dairy Queen.
Yeah, we actually...
It's pretty much across the street. I can see it
Is
from
it the
that
closest
window.
place?
I can see it out of that window. Yes.
No, because like there's the little Molly thing. I think that's a little further though.
Yeah, Dairy Queen is
Yeah, I think we have. It's not a super fancy one. It's just a small one. But going to ice cream, there's actually walking distance. We have a Domino's in walking distance,
Yeah.
which actually is come in handy and is all right turns if you go around the block. So if we've ever had to order pizza as a group, we just do Domino's because literally when the pizza's ready, we'll be there in 1 minute and back in 1 minute. So.
Yeah. You could just walk over there. If you're like, we could walk over there. Let's get in the car.
Adam's gonna go get ice cream. That's what we got ice cream.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Adam's off to get ice cream.
I feel like to do this properly, I have to have her arm, this one pulled back, and then these ones forward.
No,
Yeah, that looks a little better.
for pizza.
But this, there needs to be a little bit more clipping going on.
Yeah, I do wish there was a grocery store a little closer, but there's not exactly super far.
Like, I thought originally, like, Hy-Vee was the closest to us, but then if I really thought
Isn't
about
it?
it,
Well, the dollar store is the closest.
it's not, it has some if you need an emergency thing.
Yeah.
But we have, like, there's a Target not far.
Really?
No, it's the one over east of us. You don't probably know where it is because you never really looked.
No.
But there's a Target over there. I don't think it's a big one though. There's a Cub Foods not that far. Lunch Byerly's not that far. They're all about the same distance.
As the Hy-Vee?
Yeah, but I like Hy-Vee. So I like their quality of their in-house brands.
Yeah.
Plus the now that I have their whatever card, they give you, if you buy gas through them, you get a discount. And so I got 25 cents off a gallon last time.
Yeah.
So, and you don't get the discount from buying lots of things. It's specific things. So if an item says, if you buy this, you get 25% off. Buy it. You get 25% off. Or not 25%, 25 cents.
I feel you, Jelly. I used to live in an area that was 30 minutes to the nearest town. Like, we would legit leaves. Like, I'm heading into town. Because it was legit a 30-minute drive to get to a store. Any store. There was a small gas station that was relatively close that we used to go to until the people who owned it sold it to another guy, and then the police came and shut it down because the guy bought that store with drug money, so he wasn't allowed to keep it, and then we didn't have the store no more.
Like, it's one of those reasons that I think living in a downtown area would be kind of fun, where everything is light rail or public transport or just walk.
Yeah.
It would be kind of cool. I mean, there's other problems. I'm not a city person, but as I've gotten older, I can appreciate some of the things that come with it. I like suburbs because usually everything's not far, but there's a couple things that are usually like around the corner, and I like those things. So. We really don't have much that isn't close, that isn't within 2 lights. Or maybe like
Joe's Crab Shack.
in a half-mile circle around us, we basically have everything.
Can't find a Joe's Crab Shack nowhere.
Well, that's getting a little specific.
Yeah, well, I want a Joe's Crab Shack.
You can. You just gotta open one.
To be fair, the closest Joe's Crab Shack to where I used to live was like an hour and a half away, but it's still worth it because it was good. Tasty.
What is their slogan? Don't ask questions.
Hey,
So where'd the
crab.
meat come from? Don't ask questions.
Yeah, it's crab places. I don't know. She's losing her mind. They're trying to take her pizza. She's like, she's a pizza monster. Oh, that's horrifying. No, like my mother is the exact opposite. She very much wants to stay out in the middle of nowhere. I've said a few times she needs to move closer to town, but she refuses.
I can see where that is really, really nice though too.
Because she's terrified of other people, that's why.
No, it's like I like the idea of being in a city. I also like the idea of being in the country, having a large amount of area that you can really do whatever you want with it. It's usually a lot cheaper for the areas that you're in. Apparently easier to get fiber in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. It does have fiber optic.
The problem is for the type of work that I would look for. Mm-hmm. You're not going to be.
The reason she wants to stay out in the middle of nowhere is because she's consumed a certain type of media that has convinced her that anybody who isn't like her will try to rob or murder her at some point. So she doesn't like strangers. She wants to come visit next month, by the way.
We'll see.
Yes. She had to set that up.
If it's a month from now, I'm pretty sure we'll have.
Well, she's gonna. She said she's still sort of later. She's desperate. She lives with her parents. Yeah. It's always fun to think about.
It's okay, I live with mine. Who was it in Discord that was saying that you looked 50s?
Yeah, somebody did say that. Derpy's gonna there's no meat in the pizza. Because if you put meat in that pizza, half the comments would be, haha, Derpy's eating meat. There's no meat in the pizza. And that should stay, because Derpy's would not eat meat.
There's no meat on the pizza?
No.
What is this?
Tomatoes.
It's tomatoes?
Yeah.
What are those?
Legit tomatoes.
These are non-legit tomatoes?
Those are the fake ones.
This got one of the like bingo stoppers.
That'll be half the comments if you leave it pepperoni. Whatever.
Her tongue is kind of
escaping her face. These are canned tomatoes, you know. Canned tomatoes are fine for making like a sauce, but otherwise, no. Though I think I've seen some sandwiches that require them because you just put them on something and it just mushes. You need a really mushy tomato. They're unstamped wax seals, yes.
I'm not angry enough.
Horses are vegetarians. Because the animals talk to them sometimes. Be like, well, who's this? Oh, it's Frank. Oh, I love Frank. He was a good neighbor. Now
it's like Hitchhiker's
food. Yeah?
Hitchhiker's Guide. Then the restaurant at the end of the universe.
So the animals wanted to be eaten?
And the cow would come to your table and say, welcome. Which part of me would you like? And then you point to like, excellent choice. And then they bring you out that part of him later.
It's terrifying. I feel like that needed therapy.
Hello, Kite. I see a stupid face.
Yeah, the stupid face.
Stupid face number two. Dos.
Tres.
I put the stream for ending at 8, like an hour shorter, because of I wasn't sure how tired I would be today, but we'll see. We get closer.
Guys, you can't see this, but the setup is perfect.
Why?
Because there's a pony within booping distance.
So was the other one.
It's right here. But that was forbidden.
Yeah. Did it stop you?
As far as you know.
I don't think that works.
You never actually saw me poop the pony. You saw recordings that were obviously doctored. Obviously doctored.
Made 30 seconds after the fact.
They're quick.
Of you going boop, 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 boop,
This is
boop.
all that AI technology, I tell you.
AI's gotten pretty good. Why did I hear this? Oh, this is just quieter. Okay. I'm gonna have to.
I feel like this light makes us very red in the face.
No, it's not. Here, I can fix it.
Can?
Yeah.
Are you gonna turn out the lights?
This room is yellow.
He's gonna make me less red. No. I've become the tomato on Derpy's Pizza. Now that's better. Derpy mad. Turn the light on again. Oh, he's not touching the SFL. Oh, I shouldn't make it crash again. I didn't make it crash last time. It just died the second he walked away.
I had my eyes on him the whole time. No, I just played with the color value. We still have, or the room we're in, the lights that are above have a slight yellow hint to them. For the stream setup, I actually have the behind light set to yellow, but the other ones are set to mostly white. Just makes it easier for, because I want to have the blue behind. If I try to balance it with it being too yellow, then it gets weird. So
I don't like. I like aggressive Derpy.
You don't?
Because I don't think she would ever be aggressive. Not towards another pony.
But she wanted pizza.
But then she would eat the pizza faster.
Well, she was angry. There would be an angry Derpy. Derpy has been angry.
When has Derpy ever been angry?
I'll prove it.
Like, even when, like, Ember stole her muffin, Derpy just got concerned. That's grumpy. That's not angry.
Look, is she angry?
Well,
Derpy is angry. She was angry. Want to hear it again? Here, see, look at her. That is definitely her gasping.
She is upset at the pony, yes. But that's like maximum angry Derpy. You have like Ninja Turtle angry Derpy.
But this Derpy.
That Derpy's not canon, though she does have lasers for eyes. Which is pretty cool.
What with this Derpy?
That's a good Derpy's so angry.
Is there this Derpy? What is this one? She's definitely angry.
Oh, that's vengeance.
She's very upset.
She got murder.
Or what
Murder that
this
Mercy.
one? That's very angry. Is this one? She's definitely angry.
Grump. So grump.
So like, there's all this proof here of angry Derpies.
I like that Derpy that set Rainbow Dash on fire and is cooking marshmallows.
No, what's this one? She's angry. She's gonna go. She's gonna do damage. So like, you're trying to tell me there's no angry Derpies. I'm finding all this proof of angry Derpies.
But this is normal angry. You have like Ninja Turtle angry.
What's this one?
No, they were fighting over Big Macintosh's doll.
Yeah, she was angry.
Twilight's doll. Aw.
Two Derpies.
70 times.
Yeah, so we've definitely had Derpies. Angry Derpy will devour. Oh
no.
That escalated quickly. See, there's a lot of proof.
I don't know.
The proof is in the pudding.
This is pizza.
Alright, we're gonna just do it with face though. Who made the Derpy pissed? The Derpy's pissed because somebody came in the room that might take her pizza. And she's no, I mean, her neck's a little weird, but that's fine. She doesn't need a neck. Who needs a neck? Okay. Alright, what can we do? Did Kite give any context? I keep thinking I have to grab a different mouse. Thank you for the follow, Mystics, guys. Thank you very much.
You only have one mouse now. You're one of us. A plebeian.
The shaking angry Derpy is you today. Well, you said you're angry. Why are you so angry? Well, because you can't be legitimately angry too much. You're in like a jokingly angry mood because angry is definitely a.
No, that's maximum.
I don't want to murder somebody.
It's super. So she's so angry she murdered a pony.
Derpy as a TMNT character now. We can do that.
I did say that you had Ninja Turtle angry Derpy. Sorry.
I actually haven't seen what's recent yet.
More Five Nights at Freddy's. Enjoy.
Ooh, this is actually a really good Arbiter model. Yeah, I like that. It's not overly shiny or overly simple. It's got that.
I like
nice
how Source
balance.
Filmmaker just keeps ripping stuff out of other games.
Yeah, that's the best thing about it.
Leave it. Yeah.
It takes it from the source.
Aha.
It's always a good idea to see the stuff that's new, because sometimes you'll just find some, like here, the forest props.
Some dead bodies.
The tent could be useful.
look at that
Those are
cheap
pretty
airplane.
simple. No, that airplane is useful.
It keeps falling out of the sky.
It does. Daddy's dead.
Well, that's sad. I recognize that cat character.
No, because sometimes I just completely miss something that could have saved me a ton of effort. Turn to Sky Dome? That must be a map. I'm not seeing any.
How is half of it Five Nights at Freddy's still? Isn't that fad past by now?
No. You could have said everybody outside the brony community's probably said the same thing about bronies.
Ponies are amazing. They're cute. The Five Nights at Freddy's things are freaky and weird.
Bonbon.
Bonbon.
Yeah, I think I'm good on that then. Oh, they had some
Did somebody upload their Five Nights at Freddy OC?
I've told people before, don't upload your OC, like at least for horse, but it's probably the same thing on that. If you have an OC, do not put it on the workshop.
In the chat.
No, nobody cares about your OC on a public forum.
I do.
Especially since I think I've seen it before. Somebody posted their OC, but then was like giving rules of usage.
Okay, that's a bit much.
No.
Post your OC and you've given it free reign.
There are different places to do it, and also if you put that, all it means is trolls are going to download it and then send you pictures.
You can't stop them. What is that old thing with Lord of the Rings? You have no power here.
What's that looking for? Turtle.
Turtle. I want to see that's
That was a hoodie.
it's a Ninja Turtle.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I know. Hoping you just get like lots of turtles, like normal box turtles.
Is this the like?
That's
Oh,
the animated series. Turtles.
that's actually better than I thought. It's still not great, but it's actually better than I thought it was going to be. So, considering that they probably had to make that one from scratch,
It's just a bunch of blocks.
these I think are the best matching to pony color. Oh, that's a great
April
kind. I
O'Neil
don't
is
care about
awfully
Ray.
young.
Which one would best fit Derby? I'm thinking maybe Michelangelo.
He does like pizza. I'm saying Cowabunga.
Ooh.
And when we played Ninja Turtles, I was always Michelangelo for obvious reasons. Because I
Just
too
pizza?
like pizza, yeah.
No, he was cool because he had like the completely useless weapons. No, he had the chain thing.
He had nunchucks.
Oh, the nunchucks are okay. Who had the red one? Had like the stabby the triple sticky thing.
I can't remember what they're called.
Yeah, I don't
They're
either.
not useless. They're daggers, essentially. with
Yeah, but
three
then just get a
prongs.
dagger.
It is a dagger with extra prongs.
Yeah, but then if you like get it in, it's gonna be harder to get it out, and you can't slash with it.
Well, the other bits on the ends were sharp too. None of them. All the weapons could very much be used to hurt things. So,
I mean, any weapon can be used to hurt things. Nunchucks are kind of stupid.
oh well.
It's like they can hurt, but I mean, if somebody doesn't break they could probably break their own bone. There's way better weapons than that. There's a lot of weapons that are kind of stupid, like a Morning Star, pretty neat weapon. Kind of stupid.
You can do a
in
lot of
most
damage
things.
if you.
You can do it's for armor,
Yeah.
because you want to hit somebody with armor with it.
Well, you could build up momentum in the chain.
Yeah, but then if they move out of the way, you're kind of screwed.
Oh yeah, it'll take you with it. This is a dangerous weapon to use.
Okay, this is horrible naming the model. Please don't do this, modelers. Michelangelo, no TMNT. Why is he in his own folder that isn't in a TMNT folder?
It's bad file placement.
Yeah.
You're gonna use this once, and then it's just gonna take up more memory so that it can crash your computer more.
Actually, I cleared out all the stupid faces a while back. Or, no, not a while back.
Well,
Like,
just
a week and a
loading
half ago.
models crashes your computer.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm going to get there.
How tiny he is.
He's one.
Derpy could, like, easily destroy him. Look at that. We'll step on that turtle.
Okay. Really? Is this like wood planks? A turtle.
Knee pads.
Also, that looks like a belt that would not stay on.
Maybe he's got it, like, screwed in to his shell.
Because he's kind of squishy, so like when the shell kind of compresses in any way, It's just gonna fall off. And then, like... Also, how do you get back in your shell? Why do you even have a shell at that point?
He was part of him. He's a mutant.
But the turtles are supposed to hide in their shell. They can't.
They would sometimes duck their head down into it.
They can. Well, no, there's no room. What do they have? Time Lord technology in their turtle shells?
Their body's just squished because they got no organs or something.
But where's the pizza go?
In the pizza hole.
Is that here or is it like...
It's not. There's two. There's at least two.
Oh. I found the pizza holes.
That's where it all goes. This is what the inside of a turtle looks like.
You can look out the eyes. Out the eyes of the turtle.
Becoming Michelangelo.
I become a turtle.
Just watch the movie Becoming John Malkovich.
Being.
It was a weird movie.
Huh? Being John Malkovich.
Being John Malkovich, that's what it was.
I thought it was a fun movie. It was really fucking weird.
It was odd.
Like, I feel like there's more information that was to be presented to provide a little bit of the like extra glue bits.
I think,
but it was still fun.
Thinking or knowing John Malkovich's career probably would help a little bit. I actually had to go back and look at some things to get some references. But
again, that was filmed 24 years ago, so it's a whole different time.
He was in Mice and Men. He was Lenny.
He was what?
Lenny in Of Mice and Men. You never saw that?
Yeah, I probably did because they probably.
It's one of those things that make you watch in high school.
Yep, I was gonna say they probably required it in high school at some point.
Hi there.
Hello, Pet Power. How's it going?
Pepsi Pet Power. That's how you go. They also all had red masks, if I remember correctly. The different colors came when they started the TV series to give them more, to make them more discernible from each other.
What's one I'll do? Head to red. Okay, now I got it.
Your G-Mom is a brown belt in samurai swords. Well, that's neat.
That actually is kind of cool, yeah. That's I'm guessing at that point they can use like the real ones, and that's pretty fucking dangerous, but if you know what you're doing, it's super cool.
Just the floating derpy head. It's like, no derpy, he's just been murdered. Stupid turtle, I hate you.
What did I do his head?
It's like, I have brought you this trophy. And the head's just like, aha. Just like, I take over Turtle. It's like, I have become Turtle now. Turtle's fighting back.
Derpy, you're on backwards.
Being Michelangelo. Just taking control.
Oh my god, this is a big...
That would be right back.
Okay, there. So you wanted a derpy turtle. And you got a derpy turtle. Apparently I can't go from the shoulder anymore. I don't want to have to download the rigs too. Oh, you have to do both a little bit. Rigs would probably help. And then having a clavicle is actually pretty nice. Okay. That got weird. Just left some in my room, like swords. Oh, but you would choose the hardwood stick that is longer than a regular sword. Well, yeah, I would understand. You probably, unless you actually need to, I mean, do damage, you wouldn't use a sword, I would think. In reality, why? I mean, for like getting your belt, you might have to. Training swords are wonderful self-defense weapons. With them like a sword. No, I would say a dagger would be a better self-defense weapon. A sword might be a better offensive weapon. If you're trying to defend yourself, like from random attack, trying to pull something like that out of nowhere from something that came out of nowhere probably is not the greatest. But like a dagger, or just a knife, that's the best, I think, to me. Yeah, I mean, you can say gun, but there's a certain other element to that too. So. Okay, set the whole. That's not the arm too. Okay, so we got paste in. I got to do. I'm not making her head any smaller. It's funny this way. Michael.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Derby. Oh, she can boop herself because she's cool. She's the world's most fiercest fighting derpy. Boop, 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 boop. Look at her go. She's so
This is her life now.
Can't stay no. Teenage Mutant Ninja Derby. Teenage Mutant Ninja Derby. Derpy is so cool. She's so cool. It's double cute.
He's like, I got fingers. I can poop.
I can poop.
I can poop.
She's so happy.
Although she probably has like eczema or something. Though she probably should look into that. But
Adam's coming back. That's strut. He's doing.
Adam does have funny stuff.
He's strutting.
Freedom seeds. Oh, bullets. Okay. They're just tiny, fast, dull knives. Oh, well, you can say that about anything then. But.
I'm the killer. I've come to kill you.
Oh, darn.
Please make it fast.
Huh?
Make it fast.
Oh my god, you're making my ice cream everywhere.
Yes, it is.
Over there. It was over there. You didn't put your hand underneath it. Oh my god. It's like there's ice cream over there. It's there.
And there's ice cream over here. Enjoy.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Get the ice cream.
Oh my god. It's because it's hot out now.
You might want to like slurp the size of your ice cream.
Well, thank you very much.
You're very welcome. There, that's all the ice cream.
Except for the stuff I gotta eat.
Watch you eat your ice cream.
Can you boop without fingers? I mean, I guess if we had like no hand, you could maybe just like stump boop.
I think one of my favorite pictures about it was just ponies can't play cards. You know the one I'm talking about? It's like I gotta show you.
See, boop them.
It's so good.
What's with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Derby?
It was
brought up.
stupid face.
But she boop him.
So,
That's the noise she made.
It is a strawberry cheesecake one, so I like cheesecake ice cream. I forgot. You have a boken and a reverse blade sword. Nice.
This picture. Look at my cards.
Oh, she covered in cards.
I showed you, Chad, but it's very far away.
There was a remote for the camera, but I bought it used. It doesn't work. I haven't got it to work, so just kind of said whatever. All right, well, buy Derpy.
Bye bye, Ninja Derpy.
We got this Derpy though.
Yes, Derpy.
All right, so we need Derpy to be angry.
Can she be more like frustrated than angry? Because that's anger. That's pure. That's hate anger.
Maybe. She really like stuff.
She does. But she looks like she would kill a pony if they try to take her pizza.
Mm-hmm.
This is scary, Derpy.
Well, no, the idea is that I'm going to have her kind of do like a growl.
Why would Derpy growl? Derpy growl. No. People want cute Derpies. Growly Derpies.
I feel like when you say people want, it really just means you want.
Yes.
But
I am the people.
But apparently with like games like Mares coming out and stuff, I'm kind of scared.
Yeah.
Like I feel like
I am the people.
Like you sent the virus to people's computer and now they're just becoming you.
I know what's good.
Say that make her growl.
No, what was the last time you went to a pony page and just to look at ponies?
Well, why
exactly.
Why would I do that?
Exactly.
Anime waifu page.
I'm the horse fan.
Well, you're saying that some people would go to a pony page not to look at pony?
No, he doesn't go to pony page.
Yeah, but you said, when's the last time you went to a pony page just to look at pony? That implies that there's open for not looking at
Maybe
pony.
people want to go there to go look at dragons for some reason because they're weird.
And a pony page?
Yeah.
I mean, there's
I
dragons.
went there
Our
for
dragons.
donkeys, clearly.
Clearly. Derpitello.
Is that a little better?
I don't feel like I should see as much teeth. I just ripping out her teeth is not the
There,
answer.
is that better?
No.
It's kind of like
This definitely feels like AI art all of a sudden.
Look, she's got fingers now.
Oh, I can't wait till someone makes AI art of us and that stuff.
That's already pretty dead on.
I'm not really liking her eyes though. Okay, that's why. Okay, now I can see them.
I think she should look more mad than angry, maybe. If that makes sense.
I am making the Derpy do as I make the Derpy do.
Derpy do. Ditsy do. You're making the Derpy as the Ditsy do? She do be Derpy. Adam,
Yeah, what about it?
you're right there.
Yeah, and now let's
Nothing. Oh, I need more booze.
Okay, I need more ice cream.
Yes.
Since I've used a wooden sword on several occasions for self-defense. We scared a 357, but my favorite was old Japanese 2-foot-long butcher knife. Had 2 hand grips. I'm guessing you didn't take that on your trip to the grocery store, though. Like, that'd be a little... I mean... Do you need a conceal and carry for something like that? I would think so. No, I can't do that. This angry. Oh, it's not quite in the same position.
For some reason, when would-be burglars see a fat bearded guy wearing only grungy undies, combat boots, and a 2-foot long butcher knife, and screaming like a maniac, they run really fast. Dude, you just described me minus the boots. I don't have boots, but if he wouldn't get upset about me not wearing pants, and actually see me not wearing pants in the kitchen, I'd be very upset.
There's a big window up front, and kids in the neighborhood, and God watching.
What are kids gonna care if I'm in my boxers?
Literally across the street from
Wearing
us,
my boxers.
there's like an 8-year-old.
They're essentially shorts.
No. They're gonna call the cops.
There's a man in his house wearing shorts. I can see his legs.
Yeah, see, that's the problem.
What?
You're talking about not wanting to wear pants, but the problem is you don't have legs.
I have very pale legs.
Yeah, you never want to show them. That's why you wear dark pants. So even the sun can't see them.
Yes. Wouldn't that cancer?
I have more.
No, I haven't seen my legs in 20 years.
How do you shower? Actually, you know what? Don't answer that question.
Let's get damp pants.
That's a good band name.
Not something to ask on screen.
Damp Pants.
Damp pants. Got my damp pants. Wearing them in the shower. Damp pants.
Damp jeans.
Traveling by the hour. Oh.
Yeah, Sunset, that does sound oddly specific. Like, do you scare burglars out of your house? Or is that how you get people out of the house you're burglaring? Like, because that would work. Like, if somebody broke into my house wearing like grungy undies, combat boots, and I had a giant 2-foot long butcher knife, I probably would also scream like a maniac. So.
No, I would just ask them, do I pay you before or after?
Why are you into that?
Before you zip up, you gotta ask them what the safe word is.
Yes. That guy is into some freaky crap. There's no doubt about it.
I feel like her eyes are off right now.
It's derpy.
Touche, but because I don't want her looking straight. I want her looking a little to the side, but I don't want to make it imply that she's looking anywhere close to the camera. That should work. Here in a pro working class neighborhood, our dog would alert us when people try to break into my dad's truck or shed.
We had this amazing security system in our house called We Didn't Have Anything Worth Stealing.
People don't know until they break in. Well, it's pretty sad if like somebody breaks in, like, what'd they steal? Nothing. Actually, they left a 5 on the table. They said sorry.
Sorry. Wow.
Yeah, you know you got it rough when the burglars are dropping stuff off for you.
It's rough.
And I think that should work.
It's super low. Why are we so low?
Doesn't matter, they're not visible.
Maybe because they're so low.
No, they're broken.
Sad
This Derpy has broken wings, and she is eating away her sorrows with pizza. Yeah.
Oh, she's trying to fix them because pizza fixes wings. You didn't know that?
That's Red Bull.
Yeah, well, they make new wings.
Red Bull brand pizza?
Red Baron.
Not Red Baron, Red Bull.
Same thing. They both fly.
Probably. So I want to, before we go any further, I kind of want to have some pizza. Because at this angle, it's really hard to see what it is that she has, and so I want to have the pizza doing more than just be in the pile. I think I want to have some pizza that's actually coming like over.
Her holding the pizza, and then she slices it out of the plate, probably like that.
We barely picked up. And I want to put some pizza on her arms. I think I want to put a little bit there, and then when she goes to grab it, it can like slide off. I think I still have some pizza here. Yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm.
There's a pizza.
It is a pizza. This is a chunky pizza. That's some self-rising crust. You're like, hey, this is pizza.
The pizza wants the booper. Kind of
pizza poops.
Pizza poop?
Pizza poops.
That's not what I heard.
It's a poop of the peppo. It's a poop of the poopo. It's Italian. It's poop of the poopo.
Nope, this is not the way I want to do this. I want to do it here. It's easier if I plan from the furthest back first. Okay. I'm okay with having a bunch of pizza there, but I need to make sure that it's not going to obscure the derp.
Yes.
No one's having any more pizza, right?
No.
Put this away.
By the way.
There's maybe like a little bit more into her hair with this one.
It's gonna get in her hair and it's gonna be all sticky. She's gonna have to shower. I'm gonna have to cut out pizza like my mom had to do with chewing gum when I was a kid. I don't even remember how I got gum stuck in my hair as a kid, but a lot of kids did, and I wasn't.
You had hair as a kid?
I did. I think I remember at least one time falling asleep with chewing gum in my mouth, which is probably a choking hazard.
Yeah, but again, your parents put you in barrels and sent you down a hill, so...
That was for fun. That was fun. You know, he doesn't know what fun is.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I don't think your mother had like a...
That's
like a
how
line.
we got to school every day. If we were 5 minutes before school opened, they'd kick us down the barrel and roll us down the hill. Right?
It'd be a long way to roll.
It sucks because you had to bring the barrel back when you got on the way home.
No, they used the Jesus method. They left him in a corner and then hoped he got to school.
That's essentially how it worked. Yeah, that's what the school bus was for.
That's kind of what school buses were, yeah.
Leave you on a corner and hope you made it. And if you didn't make it, you were in trouble. It was your responsibility as a 5-year-old to make your own, to get to work the public transportation system.
For the most part, actually for like 2 years, our pickup spot for our bus was our driveway.
Yeah.
So like literally we could just stay inside on the cold days and we saw the bus come to the car and you just chuck it down the lawn quick.
We had, like I've mentioned before, I lived out in the boonies, and the bus would take this huge loop around this incredibly large area to pick up all the kids. But we learned if we walked down to the parking lot of the old gas station where the bus came back out at, we could get them to pick us up there. And so we would walk away from the house like a good like mile so that we could get on the bus maybe an hour and a half later, because it took it that long to actually get around the loop. It was the difference of getting on the bus at 7:30 or 5. But it was the same bus because it just took it forever to pick everybody up. Another fun part of living out in the boonies. The fact that they even sent a school bus out there was pretty amazing. But I think there's some requirements that the school bus has to go everywhere within a certain limit.
Yeah, to a degree. I can't remember. I remember hearing some info about how the school bus things work, but whether or not you get a route, it depends on a couple things. Mm-hmm. But I'd every now and then take my friend's bus home, and his bus stop actually required him to walk, like, I mean, he didn't even live that far out, but he had to, like, take these weird trails through, like, some back road things in the middle of, like, the country to then end up getting home. It was actually a bit of a walk. But then mine was the driveway.
Yeah, no, when I lived in the trailer park, it was the driveway. But when we moved out in the middle of nowhere, it was a gas station. They would pick us up in our driveway, and I do remember the bus driver getting upset at us once because they're like, this isn't technically part of my route, you know, of the gas station. And I was like, yeah.
We had a really cool bus driver for like 2 years. Like, we got to know him by name. We were the stupid kids that sat in the front row through, like, basically the front seat. Like, all the cool kids, whatever, sat in the back. We actually talked to the bus driver all the time, and like always sat towards the front. And so we always talked with him. And for a couple of years, for Christmas, we got him gifts. Or like different holidays. Like, well,
wow.
Okay, my parents did, and then we just kind of.
I never even learned my bus driver's name.
I can't remember now. But no, he's a super cool dude. Like, super chill. Like, super fun to talk with. He was an asshole when he needed to be to the asshole kids. Other than that, a great guy.
I just remember it was a lady. She was older, and it was always bus 34. That was our bus number, 034. For all the years I went to high school, that was the bus number.
You definitely lived in the boonies because that was probably the only bus for the entire school.
You know?
So long. I used to love being on my own.
She got the pizzas.
But living every day, knowing I'll never see any of you again.
I'm gonna put a little bit of pizza up at the top here.
Killing teenagers. Crazy Larry. What was that robot chicken skits? Like, going from town to town, killing teenagers. And the guy's reply was, you're doing God's work, Skater McGee. That's what it was. That was a funny show.
Okay, because I think want to put too much other pizza on here, because if I put too much,
Well, it's losing control of her pizza.
well, it's going to look like she's become more pizza than me. So I want to make sure that there's the right amount of pizza. That probably should be rotated a bit.
We did have one crazy dude who lived out in the boonies, like proper crazy, and he'd watch all the cars go by and pull people over because he thought they were like after his daughter. He'd force people off over. It was crazy illegal.
But did he have flashing lights?
No, he would just flash their lights at him and tell them pull over, and then he would, if they didn't, he would try cutting them off. He did it to my brother a few times.
If somebody stops, that's kind of their choice, but then that constitutes harassment.
Yeah, basically he would pull people over, and he did it to a bunch of people. I saw him sitting in like there was a church out there, and he'd be sitting in the parking lot, just watching cars go by, and he would pull people over occasionally, and then he would ask them questions about his daughter, about where she had been. I'm like, dude, I don't know your daughter. I don't know, it was just crazy, dude.
You know what this sounds like? Kentucky.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, my mom's neighbor for Christmas, he hangs up a deer, like a Christmas deer light, but then he hangs it out up from his branch of a tree with a string of red lights coming out of its mouth. It seems a little bit much.
Do I have to repeat? Do I have to repeat?
Yeah, it's Kentucky.
Yeah, it's Kentucky. Look at them deer out of court. Man, that pizza. There's some pizza going in Derpy's arm. There.
It's being attacked by the pizza's fighting back. You know, why is she so upset about the pizza? There's plenty of pizza.
She's hungry.
I guess she's hungry.
Super hungry.
They got more pizza in the back, I'm sure. And pizza's free for Derpies. They get free pizza.
They get free pizza?
Yeah.
Why does Derpies get free pizza?
Because they get free everything. They're derpies. They're adorable. You give them things.
I don't.
You would. If a derpy or a derpy.
Wait, you said it again.
Derpy turkey. If a derpy were to walk in here and go, "Can I have the Cheez-Its?" You would find Cheez-Its for derpy.
No, I'd be like, how can I monetize this?
Putting her on camera would immediately be a good start.
No.
What?
No. You find the bronies.
Yeah.
And you figure out how much they pay to hug the derpy. I have to have high security though,
Yes.
because people
Will try to run off with the derpy.
Yes, they will. Yeah,
I will be the first one you will have to fight off.
Yeah, that's good.
Barricade myself in the room.
You'd be if the system that is put in place can work for you,
Yeah.
it's good for anybody.
I will die trying, so that'd stop me.
Okay, so she's like pulling this in. She's like, I'm gonna see if I can blend it as is and if that works. I'm gonna guess no. I missed a section here.
So is there anyone here, if Derpy asked if they could live with them for free and like eat all their food, and wouldn't let Derpy live with them? So I feel like everyone.
What if it was Derpy and all she ate was uncooked red meat?
I'd ask her why is this a thing?
But what? I mean, if that's all she eats, that's her diet. That's what she
I feel like it's not Derpy at that point. It's like the monster from It.
She got
disguised herself as Derpy.
But you'd be like, yes, it is a big monster from It. You'd be like, yeah, but it's still Derpy.
It's still got a boo snoot, but it is definitely the monster from It.
What could that be?
Nolan.
I say no. I tell Derpy you have the wrong house. Here's Michael's address.
Nolan, you could have just that was your mistake. I would have come and visited Florida just to see Derpy. Now,
No, because then he would have to.
Derpy's coming up here.
He'd have to off you because somebody knows. Because you could share that information.
Yes, I'd be crazy, Larry. Come for the Derpies. You could sell me. No, sunset. No. Fat sunset.
So dirt manure for a fortune. Authentic 100% magic pony poop. Yeah.
They probably good, but no.
You're probably gonna get a ton of money.
You probably good, but no.
Ton of money.
Derpy would just be very confused why you keep collecting your poop.
Michael, if you saw somebody selling and you could verify it for being 100% true, Derpy poop.
I'm not gonna buy Derpy poop.
Why not?
No, it's poop.
But with knowing that you could never actually get to see or touch it.
No, I don't want poop.
But would you get the poop?
No.
So you get nothing.
I get nothing.
So you'd rather have nothing. Because you could like shape the poop into a
No, I don't want poop. I do not want anyone's poop. It's poop. My mom threw enough at me when I was a kid.
You probably threw it at your neighbors and
Yes, I would think Derpy would hopefully use a toilet. I think she is smart enough to know how.
Derpy would probably use the toilet, but if you're trying to monetize that shit, literally, like Derpy, I need you to poop in this basket.
No.
We're testing for drugs.
No Derpy poop. Ponies don't poop. Even no matter how much pizza they eat.
She did eat a lot of pizza.
Remember that one episode of The Oblongs where they get a dog and then it poops one time. The rich people are like, well, if it's done it before, it'll do it again. And they get rid of the dog. Can't have pooping animals. They absorb it. They turn it into pure cute energy and it just radiates from their bodies. No, it's pure cuteness. The more they eat, the cuter they get. It's a fact. It's a fact. How are you giving her more pizza? She's got nowhere else to put pizza.
She does. She got her pizza stick. Oh, you're gonna like this, Michael.
You better like it. I suppose I could, like my dad did once. He glued and spray painted buffalo chip gold, mounted it on a plaque, and gave it to my cousin as a souvenir. To this day, it still sits in the living room wall. Neat.
Well,
Golden buffalo poop. I would think it would start to degrade after a bit. But maybe not.
is it putting like gold and stuff? Probably not.
Oh, just gold paint? On poop?
I don't know the physics of poop.
Poop physics. He had an odd sense of humor, yes. Har har har, I gave you a poop as gift. Oh, tiny pizza. Here, check that out, pizza.
She's got the little hand chunk of pizza.
So how's everybody's week been going? I know ours has been going great. I don't know how everybody else is doing.
I want a nap.
You want a nap? Yes. Naps are good.
I think I got like 3 hours of sleep last night.
What are you doing to yourself?
Things were happening fast, so I was just getting up every few hours to make sure it wasn't getting too bad. And it slowed down, so we're good. But I wanted to make sure I didn't wake up to a problem, a big problem, where it was going to places that I didn't want it to go to. So yeah, I never got much more than a couple cat naps.
What is the difference between My Little Pony and Five Nights at Freddy? I feel like that's the setup for a joke. What is the difference? Well, I'm glad we could brighten your day a little bit, Sunset.
Well, we just started sucking and went downhill from there until stream. I'm hoping that implies that it's improved.
Until stream, and
until
now
stream,
it's absolute trash.
Double bad.
I hate life now. Thanks to you guys. Mostly that one. You know the one. You have been suffering with studying for tests.
That is a suffering.
Calculus test on Friday.
Oof.
Ooh. Math. Math is fun. It's the language of the universe. And someday we'll go to visit the universe and actually be able to speak to it. Not you or me or anybody currently alive, but someday. You sure got a lot of pizza.
Where you're like, okay, she got all that pizza, and then I give her more pizza, and you're like, oh no, Pepe got too much pizza. When's it too much pizza?
Oh, I'm guessing you're talking about Fallout 76 Sunset? People like that game. I think that game is okay. I am looking forward to the next Fallout game proper.
It's going to be a long time.
Don't say that, it's already been a long time.
Yeah, but when's last Elder Scrolls come out? We've had a Fallout 4 and 76
Okay.
since Skyrim.
Skyrim's been re-released like
Yeah, I know, it's
20
still,
times now.
That doesn't
So if we
matter.
go by that, it's like a year ago.
No.
Skyrim probably got the super duper specials. Bob your uncle.
It's been touched up for sure, but
the anniversary edition was pretty recent.
Yeah, but that's just again the same game.
Yeah.
Because Elder Scrolls, well, they did Elder Scrolls Online.
I had to buy it all over again.
But Elder Scrolls Online is like Fallout 76, so we're doing another Elder Scroll before we're doing another Fallout.
But I like Fallout more.
Cool. Buying a stock in the company, take it over.
The company's Microsoft now.
You're gonna have to start saving.
I do have some Microsoft stuff.
I don't think you have enough to influence anything.
I got like 5 whole stocks. 5 whole shares. Still a lot of money.
Okay, so
The turkey's so mad.
she's kind of doing a little bit of a clip right here, though.
Yeah.
So I have to lift her up a little bit. No, or at least go at an angle. That's a little weird. It's a little bit strong of an angle.
MLP was intended for small kids, not if you ask long fast. Five Nights at Freddy was intended for horror game enjoyers, but both attract the opposite audience. What's the audience we're
I
talking?
wouldn't say Five Nights at Freddy's attracted opposite audiences.
Five Nights at Freddy definitely attracts younger people.
It was still part of the furry crowd because it's basically anything that is a thing that is covered could be to cover up to be something else.
Did you ever fantasize about cheese murdering?
I think it was the simplicity of the game, and a lot of the streamers that did it hit a chord with people that watched streamers at the time, which is a type of audience.
It was like, hey,
The large stream channels. Anyway.
It's like that streamer you love. Do you want to see him scad shitless for 2 seconds? Well, wait till he plays Five Nights at Freddy's. That was the appeal. I think I actually remember buying Five Nights at Freddy's 3 for Jay, and he never played it.
Maybe because he likes playing good games.
Yeah. But it's true, I just wanted to see Jay, like, scared. It was fun for me. I'm demented.
I've never played a Five Nights at Freddy's. I know the premise and everything behind that because I've seen it played ever so slightly. I wouldn't say any way that it's like I really understand the concept of it, but I don't understand the lore behind it. But I can say that for so much stuff that I play that others might not understand. So at the same time, I just go with oh no, Michael.
I thought that was somebody screaming further there.
No, I knew it was a cop. I am looking forward to when the trees fill it back up because then we got a lot less traffic noise and stuff. So we got though I got to go walk through the trees behind the house and like take a look back there, and there's like a tire from something back there. There's like some bin. I don't know. There's a bunch of just random stuff. Like not a bunch, I guess, but a couple random weird things in the yard. But I don't know how far the property goes. I think we go all the way to the street. Which, if that's the case, we own a lot more than what we actually use.
Yeah.
But I have to look it up.
It's the Midnight Whisper. Oh.
It's rotating for kids. Lauren Foster realizes the conflict of attention is one Lauren left after 1 year. Yeah, kind of, but
Well,
there was a lot of things that were going on.
There were people who wanted to hold true to her, maybe not original story, but her original intent, who stayed on the show for a very long time. So
yeah, and you're gonna. It's like with a lot of series that you see the original people leave, is they'll always feel similar for a little while, but you can always feel them veering off course, because it's like even if you're as precise as possible, if you shoot a gun even ever so slightly, you're not going to tell how far you're off until it's further down the line, and that's when they can start sneakily putting things into the product to force people to do things.
They're coming to arrest Michael for pooping the Forbidden Derby. You can't prove nothing. You can't prove a peak. It's fake video. I don't need to see your AI generated stuff. They're trying to frame me. You see this?
For your AI stuff?
Yeah, they're trying to frame me, trying to say I booped the Forbidden Derby.
Oh. That would make sense.
They're trying to frame me.
I mean, I might have been the one to make the call, but... Oh, that is definitely... Normally, if something is at 0, you can see an ever so slight white line at the bottom, but I can't, which means I'm actually below the line.
I remember having to have my previous house surveyed because the neighbors were legit trying to take parts of my yard, and were getting very aggressive.
Yeah, they were trying to say that your propane tank was their propane tank.
Yeah, and they were having their kids play on top of the propane tank to make a point. Like, I knew what they were doing. It wasn't that the kids were just playing on it. The parents were basically doing a power thought they were clever and trying to basically claim parts of my yard as theirs by basically just existing in my yard all the time.
But the problem is, if something were to happen and then the proof came out that it was yours, it would still be on you.
Yeah.
And then they'd just be like, oh.
But I didn't want to get into a fight because these were the kind of people...
No, that's where you just had somebody legally come out and put a flag down. Yeah.
And they started pulling up the flags.
That's very
And then I informed them, oh, please don't move those flags. The surveyor's still working. You can be fined for that. And then they started leaving me alone. Because I know the type of people I lived around. I knew the type of people I always had to deal with in Kentucky, just period. There's a lot of people looking for a reason to just get into a confrontation. I think because they're bored or something. I don't know. My first thought is, how can I deal with this and avoid like direct confrontation? And in that scenario, I was like, I'm going to call a surveyor. They can argue with them.
Sometimes they want the confrontation because they know in the past, every time they've done it, it's gotten their way. So why not just keep doing it?
Because the other person will back down.
Yeah, because people just there's the people that want confrontation, and that want to ignore it, and
you know, it did cost me $300, but at least
you got them to shut up in a legal way. Like, if they wanted to fight on it, then you could actually sue them.
Yeah.
So.
No, they gave up. They gave up on the property. They barely even owned the place next door. Like, they owned it, but they didn't live in it.
So this is the guy who owned the property next to our old house claims 6 additional feet on the side of our house. Yeah, I mean, they can claim it, but it doesn't matter. Actually, I was curious in that too. My parents ended up talking with the neighbors on our one side, and I didn't know where the property line was, but they actually were like, "Oh, it's actually really easy. There's a lamppost at the road, and it's like 1.5 feet from our driveway, But then as you go further back, it widens really quickly. But it's from that lamppost until, and if you look into the trees there's another lamppost that's for the power lines. And they say it's the straight line through that. I'm like, oh, well, that's actually really easy. So yeah, now it's, if I'm out there doing stuff, I can just look up and just see, am I past those lines? Yep, okay, that's not my yard.
There's going to be official markers out there somewhere. They're going to be low to the ground. They're going to have a number on them. You're not even going to notice them. I've never seen a place without them. Even in the boonies, we had them.
No, I don't think I've ever seen them. But I mean, that's a super easy marker. The other side of it, like that side, I don't know, because there's no marker. That one, the streetlights actually make sense.
If you kick aside the grass, you'll probably find a marker somewhere.
Oh, I'll get a backhoe.
Or if they might etch it into the concrete on the street.
Yeah, but that would only say where on the street it is. But then what is it for going backwards?
There'll be a mark in the back somewhere. It's probably
out in the forest.
Mm-hmm. They have to.
I don't know.
It's out there somewhere.
I think what is it they used to do in Old England? Like the marker stones.
That's what they do here.
Well, I mean, it was an actual stone.
Yeah.
But it was, people would just pick it up and move it.
I think here they bury them in the ground.
Michael, she hears like, Michael doesn't like you.
No, I like them. Okay. What's the song's name?
Oh, this one is by Acoustic Mando Brony. That's, I think, 2 different bands that got together. Mando Pony and then Acoustic something, I can't remember the full name. They originally were doing one for all the main 6. I don't think they ever finished, though. They did Kindness, Loyalty, Laughter, and Honesty. They didn't do Magic, and they didn't do... No, they did Generosity. They just never did Magic. That was the only one. Did they do Magic?
Didn't want to touch Twilight.
Yeah, I don't know. They're all really good.
No.
The Generosity has a voice actor that I think it's Ali Monty that does Rarity really, really well.
Yeah, the surveyor will come find those markers I'm talking about, and if you built stuff on somebody else's property,
where's Generosity?
You tear it down.
There it is. They came out. Amanda Pony and Acoustic Brony. There we go. You can do that one next. Yeah, so it's all about their elements. I'm gonna probably have to play with the camera a little bit on this. I don't know what the timing is of the music. It doesn't work with the music. I wonder if we do this.
There are actually laws in Kentucky, though, where if you maintain somebody else's property, if it's connected to your property and you maintain the property for a long enough time, the other person's essentially abandoned the property.
That's everywhere.
Yeah, you can essentially abandon yours. Yeah.
It's but there's rules behind it, but it also means that person that is the owner could not have used it. If they went there and slept one night in that property in that period of time, it's ignored. So I mean, there's a whole bunch of other rules along.
Well, yeah, but that was the thing. The house next to me was abandoned, and I was cutting the lawn of about half of it for the longest time. I think that's what made them start pushing the other way back. I was only doing it to make sure that I was cutting out all of my side because I didn't know where the property line was for sure. So I just went as far as I cared to, and I just kept it that way for like the better part of 4 years. And the rest of it just kind of overgrew. I wasn't doing it because I was trying to steal anybody's property. I was doing it just because I wanted to keep my yard clean.
The thing is, you can go out there and clean it, but how do you prove it?
Well, you can just basically, you have to do it over time. I imagine.
There's no way to prove it.
Yeah.
So you'd have to be able to prove that you had been there that entire time. Pull in people that have seen you do it at that point. But mowing a lawn probably doesn't work, because then you're saying that they have to maintain that 1 foot, and if you just mow a little bit, you can start stealing property from people. No, they're talking about like entire properties. If you stayed in somebody's house and maintained the property, then you could potentially take it. Lawn, I mean, if you're on the boonies and it's a big enough property, huge properties like multi-acre, like potentially.
Farmers are always trying to push into other people's property. It's kind of always a fight.
But if you're out like in a multi-acre property, more than likely, if you decide to maintain something that didn't need to be maintained, they're not going to do anything anyway. And you would have to show, if they showed negligence in their maintenance of their lawn and you were taking care of it, then that's different.
No.
But it would have to be gross negligence over years. So again, I don't think it's going to happen. And any of that, the cost of going through the legal bit of it, you could just buy a different property.
Yeah, but people want the property that's already connected to their properties.
Yeah, but you're talking thousands of dollars just to get that taken care of.
Yeah.
Just go buy something else. Go buy your lordship in like Ireland or whatever.
Grow lots of potatoes.
Oh, did she close her eyes here? Oh, she doesn't. Okay, we need her eyes closed. Does the camera get out of focus here? I think it does. From here, oh, the audio anymore. The camera feels a little weird at some parts. Okay.
Finding a home sure is fun.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's a little better in focus.
I need like a glass of water. So I'm gonna go get that.
It's a far way to walk. Where's my water?
I have no water.
Actually, I do have some water here. Good. I had a guy who tried to claim in the alley behind my sister house and built a fence and a shed in the city's access. The city came in with a bulldozer and a hefty fine. Yeah, I just don't. I can see like if you want to push on a property because there's a usage you're having for it, but your ability to win something like that is so minuscule. It seems weird. In the neighborhood we're in, from the maps that I checked, for everybody in the neighborhood, we have the largest property. So there would be no need for us. It's a little weird on the one side because our neighbor has a fenced-in area with their dogs and stuff. But the property line from the fence to my property line is technically at like the smallest 4 feet, at the largest like 12 feet. So it's a weird gap between, but it's because they actually have like a little pop-up trailer thing for camping that they keep in behind their fenced area in the wooded area. So, and behind our actual woods, we're at the corner of not a main road, but like speed limit is 35, but most people don't go 35, and a train track. So we are by a train, but it doesn't run very often, so it's not a big problem. But basically, because we're on the corner with those two, there's like nobody behind us. So it's kind of nice in that regard. And when the trees actually fill up, it looks like we're in a forest, or we have a forest behind our house. We don't, but it feels like it. Okay, I think I kind of want to have it where where is it? Yeah, there we go. No, that's not it. There. I'm wondering about putting the cup here and having it so when she moves her hoof, she knocks it over. Okay.
Water. Yes, I do believe the song called Kindness was about Fluttershy. And how she's a doormat. Yeah. Just kind of just step on her and wipe your feet off as you walk through. Nah, this Fluttershy's cute horse.
Here, look, she knocks over the cup.
This is very aggressive. I do like the cup knock over.
It's not very nice. Though. It's good. I'm glad that you agreed and spoke the words with me.
No. Fluttershy is fine. He's a good poem. He died, it's fine.
I love how like there'll be no words from Adam at all, and then just like a guttural scream. I think he's dead.
Hey, he got absorbed by the Yu-Gi-Ohs. Whatever that means.
He believed in the heart of the cards too much.
The background did get darker over time, and now we are red again.
I can go light it up.
Nah, it's fine. Now we're just moody. It's moody mode.
I can light it.
They're in moody mode.
Moody mode?
Yeah. And moody.
I put it on auto, but then it has other problems.
But now I can use this mouse to boop this poem. Yeah, put the cursor on the booper.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's better. It's good. It's good. No, that was worse. It would too. I wouldn't put it past it. Nothing. Don't worry about it.
So the camera's like half on the couch because there's a couch right behind you, and so it's just trying to get it to work. But yeah, see, now we're much brighter.
It shares the darkness.
We don't have actual lights.
get away from
I'm just using the ceiling lights, so that's why there's just not enough lighting to make things work the way I'd want it to.
Sunshine, selling
Terrace and darkness. Well, actually, the one thing I do like about this is it kind of does keep us more focused, mainly because the lights are just straight down, so.
No, looks like I ain't focused.
We might be able to. Oh no, we probably aren't focused now.
I've been drinking.
I was trying to get it to focus on me, and I couldn't because at least where I was in the camera when you weren't sitting there, it always wanted to focus on the horses back there because they have eyes, and so it ignored me completely. It's like, look, horse.
Yes, the camera knows. It's a horse fan. Let me see. I want to see. I want to see the camera avoid you, Phil. Ignore you for horse.
No, it's probably too dark now. Now I'm bright enough. Before it was the even brightness. What about the other horses?
Me, I am too. Don't look at him. He's not too.
No, there's a good one. There's a griffin.
That's like the worst.
The griffin? No. That is the best griffin. No. That's not how you kick. You don't stand on your side.
They don't even want me. Hello. I am horse. Please clap.
Wait, did you just Jeb Bush the horse?
Yes! Please clap.
Camera's priority straight. No, it was because it's center. There's a certain in the camera. It has a box towards the middle that it prioritizes focus on, and I am like I think it's right about like here and about like here. So it's somewhere in that range, and the horses were in the middle of it. So, and once it finds a face that it wants, it's hard to break it without going and like If you put your face right in the middle of it, it'll grab you and then it'll move with you, but I wasn't sure on that. But it probably, I don't know, does it have its focus now? I haven't even checked. Yeah.
Yeah, it's focused on me.
It's a little noisy.
As it should be.
It's a little noisy because I have it way boosted. Camera does pretty decent in low light, but
Camera
not
just
as
doesn't
well
like
enough.
you. I think those ponies look like they're scared of the pizza derby. Like, it has that, and I'm like, no pizza derby, why are you so mad?
No, because all the other motions were like 2 stages of like something, then turning to do something else. These ones don't, and all the other bits before here have half notes, but then this next shot doesn't. So it feels weird that the one that has a half note move doesn't have a half note to go with it. So this just worked better.
No, this scene's fine. I like these derpies. Those are good derpies. Those are good derpies.
No, they're like they're going.
The Jedi derpies are good derpies. The Saskin derpies are good derpy. That derpy, I think they're afraid of her. I think all the other derpies are afraid of this derpy. And I think they have reason to be. Like, those derpies don't look so mad. Pizza derpy is mad. Look how happy and carefree the derpies are. And then you have one derpy who's clearly standing out from the other derpies. She looks like she's gonna get up and fight him.
Is this the everything shot? I'm unsure if I have an everything shot anymore. Anyway, I need to... Because right now, there's no machines in that corner. So everything that makes up this corner, I need to go and grab. I think I actually did okay. Sometimes it doesn't fully select items like that one. So I want to make sure I grab it. It's a cozy night stream now, kind of.
Yeah.
I like the other one just because it had the better. I like the vibrant color stuff, but I'm gonna work with what I got for now.
What you got is amazing. You're on like the lower end of the living room floor in a sunken living room. You got a sunken living room, guys. It's pretty fancy. It's what happens when you got
I like my living room.
Yeah, it's good. It's fancy.
I wanted it to be a cozy living room, and I think it did that.
Sure,
I got all my little figurines.
Could use more horses.
I have horses.
You don't have enough horses. I see space without
There's
horses.
enough horses. Like when the guy came here for the water heater, you looked over and said, "Is someone in here? One of the, like into the pony things?" Because he just saw that room, but there was enough.
Yeah. And then he looked around the rest of the house and was like, "I should leave."
There was some other spots that had.
Do you try? Are you gonna try to hide all the
some
horses when other people come in? Like, cover them up, hide your shame.
for the foundation stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's really much to hide downstairs because they're all like shoved to the corners anyway.
No, like all the horses. Like, they're gonna look at you and be like, "We would help you, but you're one of those," and they leave. You're one of those weirdo horse people.
No, because then I say, "But I have money for you to do things," and then they're like, "Oh."
But then they'll see you. Show us one of your videos, and they'll watch this one, and then they'll be like, "That derpy,
not done yet.
That derpy was really mean. The one eating pizza. I don't know if we can still help."
I think I'm fine. Oh, apparently. this was at a wrong angle. I need an eye light. Her eye's not showing well enough over there. That's a little too much. Because this is what it was right now, and it doesn't feel like an eye. An eye's going to have a little bit of that reflectivity.
Okay.
So you got to just add a little bit of white, just like that. Just enough to pull the blue out.
I feel like if you try to touch her, she'll leave blood on the pizza.
They're big drops of blood.
That's from the last guy who tried to touch her pizza.
Yep. That's why she's just got to consume the blood pizza.
Hi there, Rachel. Thank you so much for watching. Please drop a like.
Oh yeah, Princess. I was like,
If you loved it, and a comment.
Grumpy Derpy.
I think you should have Derpy inside a claw machine holding a plush in her mouth. We talked about doing something like that in these cascading shots. It just,
Live on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday.
with what we already
Would be
have,
really amazing.
wouldn't.
You can get something more tangible in return. There are links down below to my Teespring for merch.
We could maybe do it with the Jedis. Have like the Jedi and the ones in there, and they're all like flailing around.
Yeah, definitely the plushie in her mouth.
Apart from all that, thank you so much for stopping by and listening.
That's she gets over her like a puppy.
The Jedi?
Yeah,
Or-
whichever Derpy.
You don't
gets.
care which, as long as one.
As long as it's a Derpy and she has a plushie.
What if it was in the Derby? What if it was like Lyra?
They let her come join them
Sure.
after they blew her up. Guess that would be okay, but you haven't really
What
established
if it
Lyra
was?
up to
What
this
if it was
point.
Big Mac?
Gross?
It doesn't matter the specific, like, but what if it was Big Mac and he was breathing?
That's even worse. Why is he breathing on things?
All right, good night, Alex. Good luck on your physics test.
Let's good luck.
Pizza really stands out more with the lights on. I just don't. I think this shot right here, the lighting that's hitting her is a little bright. I did modify it a little bit, mainly because I was looking to make like this one a rim light. But I feel like I might need to move it a little bit to like here.
Outside looks like the beginning of like a noir game or something. Right now. It's like the silhouettes are all I see.
On what?
The outside.
Oh. I think
Everything's just got like a rim light. No. You guys can't see it, but it's pretty.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go to like right there. I want enough to like bring out the rest of her face, because if all of it was blue, it feels a little weird. And this coloration way is why it still kind of looks weird, because it's like all white in her face and isn't. But we'll go with it. I didn't close her eyes yet, did I? Wait, I got distracted with other stuff.
May the force of gravity be with you. Yes.
Like, Debbie, Michael's taking the pizza.
No.
Where?
This Derpy is the scariest thing in this video. You make a scary Derpy.
You see? Her eyes aren't quite matching up yet, but I'll fix it.
It's not about perfection, set off in your own direction, shake off the expectations. You're the true original. You yourself to your fate, all your way, you're perfect and perfectly
Oh, that's cracked.
I still think I'm just waiting for that one crack that I hear crack, and then you just go completely limp and fall over.
Only because I will finally have reached Nirvana.
Yes, searching through all the possible chakras to find the right one.
Just the right one. Gotta pop a few more joints.
I actually want to make a video from this song at one point.
Did feel that one down my spine. It's pretty good. In high school, yeah, you had to protect your food because people, at least for me, they would mess with it.
Getting all right, browser fixed.
You always knew who the rich kids were because they would be the ones to start food fights because for them, food was just food.
How many times do you have food fights at school?
It happened a few times.
I don't think I've ever had one. Because we were in, a sophisticated
People
neighborhood.
threw food. No, like, for me, it was like, this is one of the few chances I'll have a decent meal today. I am not
Like catching their
it.
food?
No, but I'm not going to throw my food.
I thought you meant like, you just, like, the rich kids throw their food, you're like chomping it down as it comes through. Like, everybody else is running, you just open your mouth wide and hope you get something.
I got in trouble one time because some kid was throwing food at me, and I threw the food that he threw at me back at him, but I was the one who got in trouble. Not the kid who threw the food first, but me throwing it back at him.
Yeah, because they didn't see the first one.
Yeah, well, bull. And then that kid ate my food.
Did you moita him?
I was very upset. No mortar. I don't even remember who the kid was.
He probably still lives in Kentucky, so that already says
So
something.
punishment.
Yes. So, but the court has ordered you to a life sentence of staying exactly where you are. No.
I do also remember one time kids kept handing me packets of mustard and crackers, and I put them in my bowl, and I kept filling up the bowl with crackers and mustard and eating it. And this was very fascinating to the other children. I don't know
because
why.
you definitely sounded like one of those kids that got attention by doing the most disgusting things, and then nobody ever cared. For that moment, they like, look at that dumbass doing that stuff, and then you're like, oh, look at that. And then they ignored you, and now you became known as that stupid kid.
Yeah. No, you pegged me. I used to do lots of stupid crap.
Yep, but then nobody actually wanted to be your friend.
I had a couple friends, or the other weird children.
Uh-huh. Or was it because you like forced them?
Yes. People liked me. I'm a people person because I forced them to with the violence. Weird kids get weird friends. Happy friends. Happy weird friends.
Happy tree friends?
Yes. Exactly that.
No, don't Google that one if you don't know happy tree friends. At this point, I think it's pretty ubiquitous.
Yeah. Sure made the creator lots of money.
Never seen a food fight in real life. Yeah, I've never, was it Animal House did the really big one? But
I've never seen one break out to like a whole cafeteria. It's
Yeah.
just like a couple kids.
well, but that's not a food fight. That's like a
It could be
scrimmage.
between a food scrimmage.
Yeah, like a food fight to me is like the whole room.
Nah, there's always like maybe a table worth of kids would start chucking food at each other.
Yeah, I don't.
It was a
I've
food
never seen that.
scrimmage, I guess.
I'm sorry, a couple food fights. Best one, I nailed my most hated teacher right in the face with a handful of mashed potatoes. Okay, and
Yeah,
what
teachers
kind of
involved.
suspension did that end
Yeah,
up
like
being?
I've never seen. Don't get teachers involved in food fights. You will not see daylight for a week. I think the worst thing I ever saw happen to a teacher is I did see a kid punch a teacher once, right in the face because he tried to break up a fight, And then the kid thought his next best move would be to take a swing at the teacher who broke up the fight.
Well, and in that kid's defense, when the adrenaline's running and somebody comes in to break it up, you're just going to start swinging.
Yeah, and
It's not the right thing to do, but...
I saw the teacher's face, because he wasn't an older guy. He was like in his late 20s. His face turned red so fast. I got this sense that he wanted to swing back, but he knew that would be the end of his career, so he didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very quick. He grabbed him and was like, started dragging him off somewhere. The principal, I imagine.
Thankfully, for the most part, teachers are acting a little bit more adult and know to not do, they
not beat children.
They know the consequences of their actions.
Yes.
So the kids think of the action.
Well, kids are dumb kids,
But that's just part of being a kid, is learning what your consequences your actions have. And
he didn't do nothing. He grabbed that kid by the arm and he hauled him off.
okay, I think this derpy is done. I'm going to bake her bones. Then we're going to go here. Her cheekbones I do not want moving. They shouldn't wobble.
No wiggly cheeks.
Her tail,
To be wagging.
you can't see it, so I
It's
just
supposed to be
keep it in
wagging.
place. It just, like, even with the little bits that are here, there's going to be some saved data points. If I just end this, it removes them. And then it's a little nicer. Or on data side, anyway. Oh, how her ears look. Can't see her ears, so the tips we can just go into. Her hair here is really going nuts on the back here. Like, this part of her hair should stay underneath.
It's got pizza in it.
Okay, good. So from here to
I feel
here.
like that pizza just needs to be removed or something, because it's way too blatant how badly the hair just clipped through the pizza.
See?
It's a hairy pizza.
And again, her hair is kind of flopping in to it. I think this one's a jiggle. This one's for the majority. Yeah.
You gotta hide
This one I will in a good bit and just remove some of the lotion. That looks okay. It clips a little bit. That's fine as hair. No such my parents were called. Mom chewed me out and said she was going to tear my butt off with a belt when we got home. That's a good word. In reality, as soon as we left the school, Mom started cracking up laughing and running with milkshake. She hated. Oh, okay. So she was putting on a face. I do like that phrase though. But cheers all.
but not coffee. I wish we had coffee right now, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, there is a dehydrate, but usually if we're in the last half hour or so, which we are, I won't do them.
We need a machine that just, you press a button, you get hot coffee, like instant.
I actually completely forgot to make my coffee today. So I'm gonna
How
have a
are you
rough time.
functioning?
I don't know. Actually, I can feel it.
You can make coffee now.
No, I
Just
woke
not
up.
sleep.
I made phone calls immediately for like the first hour. Did some other searching for stuff, and then I went outside or did a lot of other cleaning stuff and organizing downstairs for like about 2 hours and a half, and then I was outside doing stuff.
So you got 3 hours of sleep. You drank no coffee. I'm assuming after this is over, you're just going straight to bed.
I can feel my body just telling me to shut down. Like,
Yeah.
everything about it is telling me to shut down. Yeah, it's I'm a little.
I can make you coffee. It's gonna be instant.
No. I thought about it like 1 and 3 o'clock. I'm like, oh, I need to make coffee. And then 3 o'clock, I'm like, oh shit, I still haven't made coffee. And I still never did. Because it was like, coffee requires getting up and moving. Oh,
It's because you made it so
Yeah,
hard
treat
for
yourself to a thick cup of coffee. Thousands of maple syrup. Yes, I am where you think I am from. I can see that. No, I'm a coffee snob. I have a bunch of different stuff. I use a V60 for making my coffee. I
Don't let
fresh
me pull
grind,
the
buy
cake up.
local. I usually, if it's not black, I like doing the Coffee Mate French vanilla. I've tried a bunch of different French vanillas. I always go back to Coffee Mate. I like theirs.
The best coffee is the ones they put like a pony picture on it.
The other thing I do though is I also have we have the holiday gas stations here. They're like Circle K for some other places, and they do the Sip and Save, which is a monthly pay to get a coffee a day, and it's like $7.99 if you sign up in store, but it's $5.99 a month if you sign up online. So it's literally $24 cheaper to just do it online a year, whatever. But it's like for a large, it's like $2.10 now. There, it used to be like $1.60 or $1.70, but it's like $2.10. But the Sip and Save is $6 a month. So I just stop there every day for work. I go in at least twice a week, and then some other day of the week, or maybe more, I'll go there. So it's like usually I go there about 12 to 14 times a month. That would have been like $28 in coffee, and I got it for $6.
I want one of those big hamster
it.
things. You know the things hamsters drink out of, where they tap the little ball and it gives them a little bit of water.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that-
Oh no, you don't tap it with their tongue.
Yeah, they're tongue tapped.
That sounds like you're just gonna get calluses in your tongue.
But I just
now.
want that, but with coffee in it, with this warm coffee. And that's what I want. That's
If
what I
it
want
was
in my coffee.
if it was good coffee and it's the right temp, sure.
Yeah.
But there is no way that you can get coffee in out of a thing like that and have it be the right temp.
Why not?
All the metal itself would have to be hot enough to burn you.
Yeah.
No, because the right temp for coffee is around 55 C, and at that point you're still talking 100-degree metal.
Let's just see.
No,
Not
that's
me with that.
when you're dealing
Celsius.
with liquid temperatures. It's way easier working Celsius because it's like it only can go up to 100.
The problem is I can only assume that's hot. I have no frame of reference.
Like for the coffee, I always do it to 100 C, but certain types of coffee actually need to be 90, 95. And then, but 55, 60 is usually the best. But a thermospray and coffee drip dispenser.
I
Yeah.
have a K-cup machine in the garage.
I think I put my cup. Yeah, I put my cup up there. But I used to have one, but I gave it to my roommate.
You know.
The motor was going bad on it, and it was not working correctly. And so I was like, "You can have it." We went through a lot of work. Like we worked the thing hard. So
Yeah.
I got the money out of it.
The one I have is the original one, like the Gen 1 K-cup machine. Best part of waking up.
No.
It's Folgers in your cup. Isn't like Folgers?
I feel like I should put a derpy in that chair. Oh, you know what? I got an even better idea.
But if you put a derpy in that chair, is she going to be afraid of the Jedi or that derpy?
That's what I was actually kind of unsure of.
Because that derpy is scary.
No, I got a better idea. My stools.
Did you? Oh, I know. That derpy's not looking at either the Jedi or that derpy. That derpy's got her nose, her muzzle stuck in a cup. And she's trying to get it off.
I might go too short of a scene.
Oh, you could just start it
Add
with
a
her
little
already on her
salt.
cup. And she could just be pulling out with her hooves.
Nope, done. Oh, these don't have to be here.
You made craft dinner with the K-cup machine or cooker machine?
I
That
guess I can see that working.
would be a mess. I got a bunch of Kraft mac and cheese, the counter, the cabinet is
Here, I just removed the chair.
crafted.
I never really showed where she was in the whole setup, so she could be anywhere. She's
Yeah.
on her own table.
She got her own table because no Derpy's wanted to sit with her because
Yeah.
she's being bad Derpy.
It's kind of the reasons that on this shot, the implication was she was the one at this spot, but
Yeah. Look at all those Derpies. They're all in unison, being happy, being free. Like, there's like a story behind the mean Derpy. Like, she's not a true Derpy. Those aren't even muffins.
She's not mean. She's just really dedicated to the pizza.
Well, that shot, yes, but the later shots,
Because somebody's coming in and she's like, no, pizza. Okay, I think I can actually, like, probably just jump straight to this one being considered done.
Okay.
What's left in this one? I think I can just mark this one done too.
This one we already marked done.
No, my
No.
cursor was over it, but I selected that one. My sister bought my mom a Keurig machine. Mom hated it. She only used it to make hot water for tea. Yeah, actually, we have an electric kettle. I used to have one of the big tall ones, but then Michael tried to kill me with it.
I didn't try to kill you with it.
It's my favorite recurring joke. But then I had one that you put on the stove. But it was a gas stove, and water just takes a while to boil there. So I ended up getting an electric one that I was originally going to use for work. But like the moment I bought it, COVID happened, it was around there, and so I just ended up not bringing it in. Plus, my work is very particular about things being brought in that might have things in them, so I think they might complain anyway. So I just use the electric one, but it can boil like a whole kettle in like just a couple minutes. Yeah, it's pretty quick.
The problem is we're terrified of it, so neither me or Adam use it.
No, Adam uses it all the time.
He does, because he asked me one time when I was downstairs, would you like me to make you some coffee? I was like, that'd be great, Adam. Come back up the stairs. He just made the instant.
No, he's the boiling of water, sure, but the process of figuring out how anything else works.
Like
plus, the coffee that I have there is expensive, fancy coffee. Yeah. And so I probably would rather have it that I make and use it so that you guys aren't just burning through stuff that I pay a lot of money for.
But what if we do good? You don't trust me.
Do we need to show the video?
That's me making good coffee.
You used the paper towel for a filter.
I did use your coffee.
Yeah, you did. Well, you used my coffee, but you put in enough beans for like a half a week's worth of coffee to make 1 cup of like watered down crap.
It was delicious.
So
tasty.
This is about a marker machine. Mom hated it. She only used it. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. But why would you hate? No, okay. The main reason I can see a Keurig machine being annoying is the pods are nifty.
You don't need the pods.
Like yeah, but they're nifty because you can basically like pick any flavor you want for that day. But once I've found what I like, why would I want to change it?
I don't change it.
I've tried changing a bunch of the stuff for the coffee, and I've refined what I want, but I always end up going back to that one point. So I like what I get. We use a cake
up at work, and we just put the same coffee in it every day. I don't see how you can make a single cup of coffee with like the fancy setup you have. It just seems like too much work to make 1 cup.
No, usually if I make my cup of coffee in the morning, I consider it kind of therapeutic. It's like it's a rhythm that you go through, and it's just kind of nice to get up, stand, do something, and walk away. I don't make breakfast. So.
I don't want to do anything until I've had my coffee.
No, but usually I don't have my coffee right after waking up though. Like I get up, I shower, I sit down, I do work till like 10 o'clock. And then 10 o'clock is usually when I go to coffee.
See, I don't have my coffee until I get to work, so that I'm a zombie the entire time, getting ready for work, driving to work. It's all just a blur. And then I get to work, I drink that coffee, and it wakes me up, and I'm like, oh, crap, I'm already at work. If I got out of bed and there wasn't coffee at work to motivate me to go to work, I'd be a bum. I'd live on the streets, eat rats. What purpose would there be to go into work if there wasn't coffee?
It doesn't have to be ready immediately. It really, that doesn't settle with me if I wake up and I have coffee. I like to have a little bit of time. Like when we're at conventions, so like sometimes we can make coffee in the room, but I don't want to because it feels too quick in the morning to have coffee.
So nasty.
Sometimes good. Like Cider Fest one year, I don't know what they did, but it was good. Like it was really good. Me and Kyle both agreed. Next year wasn't so good.
Yeah.
But it just And there's a lot of different factors with it. Like you try to make your method of coffee with good beans, but the method is so flawed that it would just make crap. But like that time they had good beans, the next time they just didn't. So
This is my technique.
yeah.
All you need is coffee beans ground up and then a filter of some sort. You blender and some paper towels.
But you have to
that's
move.
fine.
You have to move the water through the.
Yeah, that's
the
why you
beans.
start like this.
No, that's not
That's
how it
the whole
works
thing.
because that water was in no way hot. I think you just pulled it out of the sink.
No, I put it out of the microwave. Heat it up.
That was not boiling.
It was close.
No, coffee is very particular on, especially I think. No, you use regular beans at that point. If you just get it close to like 85°C, it's gonna taste like crap.
It's like,
You really got to get as close to
I
boiling
have
as
to
you can.
have my beans ground by an old man who chews up the beans and spits them out.
That's what I have you for.
That's what I do. I'd love to be that old man, just chewing on coffee beans all day.
Like you
I
got them
know.
chewy tobacco? Nope.
I've been awake for 30 days. Just chewing on coffee beans. It's like, what year is it, old man? Is it still 1827? So that's how long I've been doing this. Chewing
Haven't
on-
moved from this spot.
I think my heart stopped beating about 80 years ago. Doesn't seem to bother me none. Just gonna keep chewing on these coffee beans. It's like, give him one day off and just falls over dead.
So the coffee tasted weak and too much like instant.
Instant coffee can be pretty good.
It used to be that instant coffee was crap. In the last like 5 or 6 years, maybe a little more, it's gotten a lot better. You can get some pretty good instant coffee now, but it's because in like Europe, I believe
It's the most popular.
It is more popular there. But I can see that. But it depends on what you're looking for in a cup of coffee. Some people just love the traditional American coffee, which is
Folgers.
coffee that was made at a diner at 8 a.m. and you popped up at 4 p.m. and it has been sitting there boiling on the heater all day. So it is boiled down into a sludge that then you pour into your body, and your body fights vehemently to reject the poison that is coming into it, and you push it down, enjoying the burn.
Yes.
It is
Delicious.
some people like that. A good cup of coffee should be
Full of caffeine.
it should there's certain amounts of bitter and sour that people like, or acidic would be the same as sour, that people like, but if you do it just right, you actually can get right in the middle between the two, and you really don't get either. If I have a cup, I'd rather have it a little bit more on the bitter side. I do not like acidic coffee at all. But that's like light roast and stuff. I don't do light roast.
The problem with diner coffee is people have always put their cigarettes out in it before you get to it.
Yeah, that's kind of part of it.
Yeah.
Like, hey, hun, and then she goes and like pours it all the way down the table until she eventually gets to your cup and then keeps going.
You know, that lady normally chases me off after I start drinking the coffee. She's like, get out of here. That's not yours.
Did you pay?
No. Cigarette ashes and cold coffee. That's all you need. Coffee stealer. How dare you? How dare you, sir? We're spreading such lies. Gotta get my coffee. The guy, Tiny Tim, said coffee was only a dime. He lied to me. It's far more expensive.
For the darker roast to espresso. Well, okay, so espresso is not a flavor, for one.
I'm somebody who wants coffee sludge.
An espresso is made through high pressure, and with the name's kind of thrown around a little bit, but it tends to be a darker roast because that just kind of works on most espressos, and it tastes like it's darker, but it really doesn't need to be. But most, from what I've found, and that's not always the case for most people, those that usually like dark roast haven't really had a good cup of some of the other ones. I always said I like dark roast before too, because every time I tried making anything else, it was crap. And I always thought that was just the way it was. And then I actually started exploring. Now, a good medium roast to me is way better.
I thought it was the other way around. I thought lighter roast had more caffeine.
Yeah, no, in terms of caffeine content, yes.
Yeah.
But some people just like the dark flavor.
Yeah.
And it's harder to mess up.
I meant dark roast. Yeah.
It's harder to mess up a dark roast. You have a much larger bandwidth to mess up. If you do light roast, it's a little bit harder to hit that margin.
I'll do what I did in high school. Take a black ice caffeine pill, wash it down with a Red Bull. That was college, actually. It was the only way I could stay awake at evening classes.
Or just go to sleep.
There's no time for sleep when you're doing college. You have a 2-hour drive to the college, and you have to keep up the 8-hour job at the same time. There is no time for sleep.
That's your problem.
It wasn't a problem. That's why I took all that caffeine.
I did some caffeine pills, actually, when I was in... Because I was doing... at one point, I had a full-time job. I had a full-time job, a part-time job, and I was going to school full-time. Yeah, that was...
Caffeine pill.
My friend went away to college, and my way of making up for his absence was to just get really busy. Since this is again, I was addicted to coffee. Her right hand is permanently curled and holding a mug shape, and I've seen her scrape the sludge off the bottom of a pot with a spoon and eat it. Yeah, that isn't about flavor. That's just an actual addiction. Caffeine is still a drug.
I need that drug.
I need to do a reset. I haven't done it in a while.
One of my favorite cartoon moments was just Dexter's laboratory with the parents when the kids drink all the coffee. They just start crying when all the coffee's gone. Like, you kids, you don't understand. You have your youth. But us, this was all we had. Just start crying and screaming.
I can understand, but you only need coffee if
You're awake.
You know, if you're just always used to having coffee. As soon as you cut it out, it feels like you need it, but you go a couple weeks and then actually you're like,
I could use some coffee.
Like, I know, actually, I find when I fully have cleared my system of coffee, I am more awake in the morning than without it. During the day, I am the same. Usually I don't get as exhausted and like I don't have my crash. In the evenings, I get tired earlier.
Yeah.
Because that caffeine is keeping me a little bit more boosted through the evening.
Yes, but is it worth being dead on the inside?
Yes.
Oh. Well.
I like being dead.
I don't need coffee. I can stop if I want to. Yes, but I don't want to. This is delicious.
I plan to do a reset, but my reset, because I have some of the fancy coffee still to get through, I'm waiting to clear the stock that we have. Once that is cleared, then I will be cutting it out for probably like it's 2 weeks minimum, but I usually try to do it for a month or two.
You're not allowed to stop because I had completely cut caffeine out of my life for years, and then I moved here, and you're like, coffee? I was like, it's been a long time. I missed you, my friend.
Well, it's because I made a good... Well, I would say it's because I was making good coffee, but you don't care about good coffee. You care about coffee that's there.
No, the coffee I made at home when I was younger was Folgers, made from a drip.
But also, it's one thing I like if I were to say, you want a cup of coffee? Because there's a machine there. You can put, if you want to put the effort, you're like, no. Like before. But if you come into the room and there's a cup waiting for you.
Yeah, I can't fight that.
You can't fight that. Like, even if it was
coffee.
If somebody offered me a crap cup of coffee, but and the amount of effort I had to put in was absolutely nothing. I just walked in, it was there. As long as you got some creamer, I'll drink
crap cup of coffee. Can you, before the end of the stream, have one of the derpies holding one of those cute plushies?
No.
And like just
I don't have time. That's like 6 minutes.
So you're just biting on it.
No.
Someday we'll have derpies playing with those plushies. They give them lots of huggies. in a carefree way.
That's a little too bright. I like this derpy. There's a little bit more like front light.
It would have been crazy if I had had a heart attack or something in college. It was madness.
It's gonna be a little different than here, but we can just up her light too. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay. I think some of these shots when I was working them a while back, my settings on the monitor were different. The colors on here were oversaturated, and I kind of noticed it for a while, but I kind of liked it that way. But because of video stuff, I went and recalibrated, and it definitely saw that like all my, especially red, was calibrated a couple points higher than it needed to be, because I'm using one of the QD OLEDs, and those like reds are red, like oh my god, a good red.
I feel like if a job is making somebody pull a triple or even a double shift, it's because they're doing really bad at hiring on people. And they're hurting themselves because of it.
You're gonna have to still pay overtime usually, but if you're doing the triple shift and then you don't work for a few days, that's different. Somebody took a night off, but turnover at places is crazy. But also your pay is such crap.
By hour 11, you're not going to be very functional.
Yeah, and if you're trying to also provide a service, but if you fail at providing that service, they're not going to say, oh, it's okay, you were here a long day. No, the fault is on you.
And the degree of like irresponsibility on the owners and managers' parts of having somebody work in a factory setting on a triple shift, that you're just asking for it.
Oh, they should never. That's the no-show thing.
Yeah.
If you're doing anything, you're going to run into some safety issues. Unless it's in your contract at the beginning and you knew, like, for something specific.
Yeah, but it's still a bad idea.
I know, but if you're agreeing to it, it's different. But you should at least be giving them proper breaks and then give them long days off afterwards. If you're going to push them for, like, 14 hours in a day, then that means that they shouldn't work for the next day. But then if you're also spending the whole day just crashing...
Yeah, like... By the time my day ends at my job, no, my brain is done. If you force me to stay, you're going to see me getting a lot of nothing done. Because I need to rest. I need to relax. I need to sit here and watch derpies.
I know, you could be in, like, playing video games.
I could be enjoying life, but instead I'm here.
Because you don't enjoy derpies.
I love the derpies, but I have to deal with you. It's a
yeah, it's kind of a double-edged sword.
It's a double-edged sword. Like, ooh, bonies. Argo. Oh, I'm just kidding. He's great.
I know, I'm about
My landlord, so I have to tell him he's amazing. Even though it's
you can't say that, because then that just means that I'm not.
The other guy's the guy who's like has amazing in his name. So
Well, you can go be his landlord.
I will. I'm gonna take money from him right now. I'm gonna need your house to extract rent money from him, though.
I need your house to make money.
Yes, please give.
Please give.
Please give. I right now I have a little bit of a bounce back, but I think it's only because I drink water instead of booze. Funny.
Like energy?
Yeah, I got like a second wind going.
No, I'm still just crashing.
Well, you've had 3 hours of sleep and no coffee. You're a madman.
I went to bed, I think, at like 1. I went to bed at like 1:40 and my alarm was set for 4. And it took me till like 2:30 to fall asleep.
No, after this, we're scheduled to play Deep Rock together.
Are we?
No. But you're so tired you wouldn't remember who we were.
No, I knew we weren't, but like I was
like
thinking, did other people make plans for me? Because
yes, we asked you. Don't you remember?
No, I would remember. I don't care how tired I am. I'll remember that.
And if you stay up again tomorrow, you
no, I don't need to. There was a reason for doing that last night.
Yes.
Like I went outside today and broke up that snow that you told me not to, but I've also like that was causing a big water thing over there.
I don't think not breaking. Unless you move the snow, it's still going to be a water thing over there.
No, I completely threw it all the way down the driveway. Because it melted like the day that would have still been there today. Now it's gone. No more snow. No more snow.
It's supposed to snow.
Yeah, barely. It's gonna be nothing.
Which is crazy because I think it hit like 80 here recently. Your watch is telling you things.
But instead of just got a voicemail?
It did.
Oh no! I bet I had a voicemail that's still from. God, what was it? No, when I had the calls earlier today about having some people come over for repairs. I'll put a little bit of rim on this, but I don't want to make it too much. Who gets the job of moving the snow from the roof? I'm guessing Adam. I can see why you would think that, but no.
The son took care of it eventually.
So I did have concerns about it. We picked up a snow thing because we had a lot of snow. For the most part, you only have to remove it if it becomes too much on weight. It really wasn't that bad this year. And the other concern is ice dams, but there's only 2 spots on our roof at all that could ever have an ice dam problem. All the rest of them, from what I can tell, are fine. Those 2 spots are very easy to see all times, so I'm not too worried on those. I did have to go up, throw some calcium carbonate up there, and I put a sock with some stuff. I gotta pull those down. They're still up there.
Oh
no. Put a sock down there. You build a channel to let the water come out, because the ice dam is if the ice. The water melts, goes to the edge of the roof and refreezes because it's past your roof, and then it builds up on ice, and then we'll start puddling water that's trying to melt behind it, and then that water can seep into your roof. So, so you make a channel for it to get out. I didn't go to clear out any of the snow this year, and other than just going up there one time, even with as much snow as we had, it wasn't a problem. But I think the previous owners did re-insulate everything up there, and I think that it's really well insulated, so the snow doesn't melt really fast from underneath.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, I think that we don't get much under melt. It's all from above, which is okay. So we had snow on our roof longer than anybody else in the neighborhood that I could see. So I think we're just really well insulated. So our problem is slim. So unless we get a huge weight of snow, I really don't think we have to worry about it too much. But I did get an avalanche for snow removal. Mm-hmm. And I do plan on using it next year. By the time I got it this year, it was a little too late.
It was ice.
Yeah, the snow had already melted a few times, and it was not going to come off. It was snow, ice, like a multi-level layered ice cream sandwich. The avalanche would not have ate through that.
I feel like the avalanche will only work in a very specific situation with light snow.
It works great after like a fresh thing of snow.
A fresh powdery thing of snow.
No, even if it's wet, it'll work. Anything will work as long as you just don't let it refreeze.
She got her pizza, she's eating it.
This is not the rim, right?
It's like, cute mares. They came through the door. What's she doing?
Which is the main light that's hitting the side of her face?
Yeah, I don't think walking around on top of a roof when it's covered in ice is the best idea.
I was had to remove the snow and ice tree limbs from the roof. I hate to do it because every time I hit up the expressway. Oh, yeah, no, don't walk on it. That's what the other stuff is for. We don't have, but it depends. Like, everybody's house is different.
Why don't we just go up there at the very beginning before the snow comes and just spray the whole roof down with, like, Pam or something?
No.
I think it'll slide off.
No. Then that'd be bad for the roof.
No, the squirrels would come and they would warm the snow, trying to lick the roof of all the, like, vegetable spray. Then their bodies would warm up the top of the roof and it would melt the snow.
Because they're dead?
No, they're warm. They're warm squirrels. And then you gather all the squirrels up for hugs. Big old Squirrel hugs. Big old bunches of them. You gotta get a lot of squirrels. Like, bunch them up.
A bunch of squirrels.
Yeah.
I get it.
Bunch of.
Probably have to play with the lighting a little bit there, but
Get some derpy hats.
I'm gonna mark this at least yellow for now, but we're done for today. Yeah, but to at least have one of the pom-pom hats to keep you safe. No.
Time to start that 24-hour live stream.
No.
Let's go. You're already 3 hours in.
I have somebody coming at 9 a.m. tomorrow to go over stuff too, so.
He can be part of the stream.
No.
I won't be. I'm going to bed. But you.
Okay. Well, yeah, we're done for today. We should be back on Friday. We're not. Normally we do podcasts tomorrow. We're not going to be doing podcasts because our setup is not set up right now. We probably won't have a podcast for the next week. We'll have to skip one temporarily and be back a couple weeks after that. So yeah, hopefully we get that thing back to normal soon. So,
where's Kitty? Where's Kitty?
I haven't clicked the button yet. I got to figure out the rating.
Her Buzz. Well, that's why.
It's one of the bugs. He was over on the
bug.
I saw him on the wall over there earlier, but
We got a bug.
I don't think I have Kitty.
Why did I even come today? Why am I even here?
For Derpy.
Derpy's great. I love Derpy, but Kitty.
All the
you need a picture of a cat.
my chin's on. All of the stream assets are on the other computer, and I'm not using that computer right now. So I have the same profiles, but there's no Michael song either.
Michael, do the song.
That's the Robot Chicken song.
This Robot Chicken.
I don't know my song. Wait.
You're not even doing it right.
No, I'm doing it. You know what? We're just gonna have to do it every time until you get it fixed. Live.
It's not D-Dep, it's D-Dop.
I don't know.
You're the one that made it.
I made it on the fly 3 years ago.
Yeah,
Roughly.
Let Jen's the other one on so we can have her there. Michael, sing the song while Argo bites her tail. No.
Bites.
Hold on. I got, hold on.
There's that kitty. Got lots of kitties.
What was his name?
No, the dinosaur. It's his biting tail. There you go. Perfect.
No, it's not the same.
No,
it was Maru. There it is.
there it is. Okay, then just make that full screen.
Oh my god, there we go. Open a new tab. There we go. There we go. So, I thought I zoomed in really quick. I'm like, oh no.
There you go.
All right, we're gonna go for grade. He's got those big gin. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Pretend there's credits.
Pretend there's well, I could probably click it, but it would be like a black screen. But thank you to Fernellens for some of the bits, and I think Mystic Skies for the follow.
Yes.
And there was Prip is Great was yesterday. It was for a follow too. So thank you very much, and we will see you guys a bit later. We'll see you on Friday. So bye
bye.
We'll be back in the living room.
This is the part they don't normally see, where I just start beating you up.
Yeah,
And I cry.
You're bad. You're evil.
I don't see this part normally. Okay.